Hey, it's Jelly from Cali.
Every Thursday is the spot. Blabbin, smiling, SSP cards that we've got. From rookies to legends, big or small. Chris and Jeff.
Welcome, Jelly. She's looking right at the camera.
Yeah, she's doing all right.
She knows right where the camera is.
She's like a really bad extra, Jeff. Just staring right at the camera.
Whatever you do,
I'm
don't
trying
look
to
at the
train her.
camera.
I'm trying to train her to open bourbon bottles, but we're not quite there yet. But she wanted to come make an appearance and say hello to everybody.
She looks great.
Oh, she's heavy as hell, Jeff. Heavy as hell. She just keeps
I thought she was
growing.
little. I thought she was a little puppy.
Yeah, at one point she was. But yeah, those days are long gone. Jelly, you want to say hi? Can you say hello? Okay, you're a good girl. All right, I'm going to put her down because she's getting very fired up. Oh.
There it is. Knocking over your drinks.
I know. She's just spilling. There we
Moving the
go.
camera.
There
Oh,
we go.
man.
All right. My goodness. Her legs are so long. She just gets them tangled on everything.
She just gets fired up. Somebody said a breather from baseball. Not really a breather yet. I mean, we got this one day in between, I guess. But, man, this World Series is something else, Chris.
Sure is. Yeah, hold on. I got to think of breathers. Carrying a 40-pound dog around who doesn't want to be picked up is mildly exhausting, I have to say. Whew, okay. But yeah, I'm trying to train her to open up bourbon bottles and bring me drinks, but yeah.
Still.
Yeah, that's definitely a little window into the just hysteria that Jelly and I create that poor M. Parsons has to attempt to make some sense of. And it's not easy for her, yeah.
Well, cheers, everybody. Welcome, Michael. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. It's nice that we aren't up against a baseball game tonight, but, man, tomorrow is going to be the Halloween special.
Yeah, I also just want to point out we have yet to get our eBay money, Jeff, and because of that, I'm slumming it down here with a little Jim Beam. So maybe, I don't know, maybe it'll help inspire. I think Jim Beam is the official bourbon of the Dodgers. Maybe that gets their bats going. But I don't know. I don't think anything's going to stop Vlad Jr. That's how it's starting to look.
That's true. That's a good reminder. Please use our eBay link if you buy anything. We got a nice note from somebody who used it to buy a large card, which was great. Thank you. So, Chris, you won't have to be slumming it for too long. If I can find that link, I will throw it in the chat.
More importantly, though, I already put the trivia link in there. I'll put it in there
great.
again. We have a cool, I think Jeff lined up a first and second place prize for tonight.
Yeah, we got some prizes tonight. Tonight's first place prize, a lot of talk about Ohtani being the next Babe Ruth. Here's a Babe Ruth from our favorite set that we recently pulled out of some blasters. Babe Ruth X Fractor from 2020 Stadium Club Chrome. Nice Ruth.
Yeah.
First prize. And the consolation prize is another player who made some noise this postseason. That's J-Rod Prism Rookie Cup. So
yeah.
Good luck.
ATL Jeff Black asks, it is a percentage. It's a very small percentage, but if a bunch of you guys use it, then maybe I can get
I think it's like maybe 2% or something. I don't know. We haven't gotten paid yet, so I'm not sure exactly how it works. But all you have to do is use the link to get to eBay, and then whatever you do, if you do a buy it now or a bid, then we get within 24 hours of clicking that link to get to eBay, we get credit for it somehow and hopefully paid. Yeah.
I think I used it to buy a card that was like $6. So I'm looking forward to Jeff seeing like an 18 cents or whatever it's going to be.
Emophobic. Thank you. I look forward to these. Yes. ATL Jeff Black. This is true. As we found out from even just the saving the sales tax by sending it to the cards to the PSA vault, those percentages add up.
They sure do. Before we get going on baseball cards, one other random thing I just want to say. Today's a big birthday in my family. It is Doug Campbell. You probably have seen him in the chat periodically. Today is his birthday. And Jeff, it's not just any other birthday for Doug. It is Doug's 60th birthday today.
Wow.
Yeah. Just want to take a minute. Happy birthday, Doug. Yeah.
Happy birthday, Doug. If you're here, please say hello. If you have any other cards to send, please do so. He sent some excellent SSPs of Chris before.
Yes.
Cheers.
But cheers to Doug. Happy 60th birthday. I hope we're all lucky enough to celebrate a 60th birthday.
Agreed.
Oh my goodness. But yeah. Whew. I'll take an extra big swig for him, and also because I have emotional problems. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I can be honest, Jeff and some people in the chat, this is not where I thought this World Series was going to be tonight.
Nope.
Uh-oh.
Fernando says, if the Dodgers win 2 in a row, this series is an all-time classic. Not so much if the Jays win. The focus will be that the Dodgers lost it rather than the Jays won it. Bats were dead, so on and so on. That may be true. But if it goes 7, no matter what, it'll be looked at as a classic. Yeah. And hopefully the Jays get the credit they deserve.
Yeah, I think it's if anything, this World Series might be like sort of a wake-up call on how we expected things to go and how wrong we all were. I don't know if it's like the Jays, remember, did have home field advantage. They had the better record. Did they score more runs than the Dodgers in the regular season? They certainly had more hits. They had to have more hits. These guys just don't strike out yet.
They hit a lot. Fernando, this is a bold claim. I don't think this is going to affect a strike. They still have a very high payroll.
Yeah, they're like, I think they were 5th or 6th, so it's like first versus 5th
payroll. They're looked at as such an underdog coming into this series, but realistically,
yeah, and it's not so much a strike. I think we're looking at a lockout, but whatever happens, the end result is the same. And Battery, I'm with you, buddy. I think we still, never say there's a 0% chance. There's still it's about the same percentage chance Jeff and I get from your eBay sales there
of the Braves winning it.
Yeah. There's definitely a 0 after the decimal. But I just think it's incredible to watch this Blue Jays team play. If there's a runner at third and 1 out, the ball's getting put in play, Jeff. They're doing all the little things. Their right fielder makes an amazing dive and catch. The Dodgers right fielder dives her ball he isn't within 10 feet of, turns a single into a triple. It's a run. They do all the little things.
Yeah, and somebody was asking about when's our Savage first purchase coming. Won't be coming, but it's incredible what he's been able to do. And I think here as he's on his 4th stop this year, I believe, or 5th stop, maybe the majors. I think he only had five appearances during the regular season. Doing it during the postseason, it's good, but it shows that it's not all the big money players that are doing it. Even for the Dodgers as well. Look at Mr. Klein.
Yeah, Baseball Card Brett here says he's been a skeptic of the Jays all season. I believe Baseball Card Brett is one of our resident Red Sox fans. And I want to take a minute to give credit to someone, and I think this guy deserves credit. Our occasional spitballer, Jake, short print a day, he has been on top of the Blue Jays and talking about how good they were since way back in August. And he said he thought they were better than the Yankees. He hated playing them. And he thought they were the best team in the American League. When they were lined up in the division series, he was afraid it was going to be a sweep, Jeff. I know he's a stressed out, pessimistic person, but in all seriousness, I don't think he thought his Yankees had a chance in that series. And he told me, he's like, just watch. They're going to destroy us. And he's been on top of this for months. So kudos to Jake for seeing how good the Jays were certainly before Jeff and I did. And apparently before the Dodgers did too.
Well, especially, I thought they were good, but especially when Bichette went down, I thought that would be too big of a problem to overcome. I didn't think their lineup was deep enough, but man, those journeymen that they plug in there in several positions or cast-offs from other franchises are really amazing.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, with Bichette's injury, like after that 18-inning game, I think people thought we won't see Bichette in game 4. We knew we weren't going to see Springer in game 4, and it was like, oh man, all the momentum is going to the Dodgers, and they just couldn't hit Shane Bieber.
Yeah,
and then they couldn't touch Yusevich. So if the bats don't bat, that team's not going anywhere. And right now, the bats aren't batting.
Yeah, which is surprising. I think that's been the biggest surprise to me. We know that all teams have slumps and players go through slumps, but with the exception of a couple spots, like the spot that Conforto usually filled in the lineup during the year, I thought their lineup was pretty deep and not exactly slump proof, but I thought that they had enough players that if a few players were experiencing some bad swings or a slump, that they would be able to overcome it. And they haven't been able to do that.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. Nope. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I will say, and Ron here is sort of thinking along the same lines as Jeff and I. Like, regardless of what happens, we want the Dodgers to win Game 6. We both want to see a Game 7 because the storylines in Game 7 could just
100%.
They're endless. The possibility for heroes. I mean, does Kershaw pitch again? Does Ohtani come out of the bullpen? Does Snell come out of the bullpen? I mean, you would assume Yusevich is going to be ready to go at least an inning or two for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, it's better. It's so good for baseball. It's so good for baseball if it goes 7, and his market will go high. Tip of the mitt. I enjoyed this comment. If it goes 7, Ohtani wins. Somehow it's rigged to pay for that contract. I was thinking the same response as SFO Sox fan. It's already paid for itself.
It really has.
They have no problem with that contract. No. As far as things being rigged, that could certainly be, but it's tough. It's a little tougher to rig baseball than some other sports.
Chris, I wasn't trying to shit on Shane Bieber at all. He was great. He pitched really, really well. His first at bat against Ohtani, he made a statement. He struck him out with a changeup, I think. Or no, wait, did he walk him the first time and then strike him out, or did he strike him out? I thought he struck him out in the first inning, but I'm not sure. I know he struck him out once. Maybe it was the second.
Yeah, I mean, you got to give Bieber credit. You got to give the Blue Jays credit for acquiring him.
Yeah.
So close to just coming back from a major injury. Yeah, he's a former Cy Young Triple Crown winner. Absolutely. He was amazing, but he had a very serious injury. And so that's tough to come back from. And it's been a little bit of a bumpy ride. He's been great and then off, and then great and then off. And he's now been great when he needs it.
Yeah. Yeah. And he wasn't great against the Yankees, but God, man, that World Series game.
Yeah.
I was talking to my dad about this, and I was just suggesting that maybe the 18-inning game, as much as momentum went the Dodgers' way on Freeman's home run, the Dodgers are the older team, Jeff, and that's 18 innings of baseball. And I feel like watching their at-bats the next day, one team looked way more tired than the other, and it was the Dodgers that looked more.
And to have your starting pitcher have just played 18 innings the day before. He did great. Ran out of gas a little bit at the end, but
yeah. But then you could really see in both games 4 and 5, the Dodgers' big weakness is their bullpen. Dave Roberts knows there is no one to pitch that 7th inning. So he has tried in back-to-back games to get that last inning out of his starter, and it backfired both times. So Ohtani was gassed in the 7th, and Snell was a little bit gassed there in the 7th as well. And it cost them. It really hurt him in both those games. They just don't have anyone.
No, and you see when they bring Trinan in, he pitched great against the Brewers. That was his one exception in the last 3 weeks.
Yeah,
4
weeks.
Much.
Yeah, I mean, they had that it was Bonda and Trinan blew up Ohtani's spot, and then Enriquez, I think, blew up Blake Snell's spot. I mean, they just don't. It's insane. I've compared the Dodgers to those 90s Braves teams, Jeff, where the rotation is so deep, but so the bullpen doesn't matter in the regular season. But you get to the playoffs, and those great pitchers get worn out. And someone's got to pitch in the 7th and 8th inning. And if you don't have those guys, good teams are going to.
They need Sasaki to be like an old school fireman, like Raleigh Fingers, and throw 2 or 3 innings. Yeah,
but he can't do it every game, though.
David R says LA Dodgers will ruin the World Series if it goes to a Game 7. I don't know. I want to see a Game 7. Love Game 7.
Want to see a Game 7, unless the Braves are in it, and then I want it to be a 4-game sweep with
4-game sweeps, blowouts every game. Yeah. Blue Jays, great heads up on the bases too. Yeah, they've got really good, smart base runners. They do a lot of little things, like Chris was saying. They get the runners in, they get the runners over.
You got to wonder, I mean, this is pure speculation. How much of that do you think is on Mattingly as on the bench coach? Give Schneider a lot of credit for it as well, maybe more credit. But, man, Mattingly, I felt like when he was with the Dodgers and then the Marlins, he was very much we're doing the little things.
A detail guy. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, they seem to have a good dynamic, those two guys. They've both been around baseball their whole lives. I'm sure Mattingly is in his ear about a lot of little things. I wouldn't be surprised at all.
But, yeah, Cat Dad 126, you're 100% right. I mean, the Brewers could not get the starting pitchers out of the games.
No,
the Phillies really couldn't either. And yeah, I mean, that's the key. And it's all those foul balls. I think they said in Blake Snell's first start, he had more foul balls. The Blue Jays hit more foul balls against him than any other game he pitched this year, which obviously wasn't that many games, but still the most.
Yeah, you still get a piece of it. Make him work harder, at bats longer. Baseball card Brett with a hot take. A very funny one. Blake Trinan's going to win World Series MVP if the Blue Jays win it. That's funny.
Yeah. Fernando,
sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, Jeff and I are here in LA. We're in Southern California. We hear this a lot. Yeah. A lot of Dave Roberts hate. And I think that's just the players love him. And that's evident in all the locker room stuff that you hear and all the interviews and stuff. So if he makes some decisions that we don't, or you guys as fans don't really love, I mean, his back's against the wall here. Someone has to come in and pitch in the 7th inning. And Bonda comes in, you know it's going to blow up, but who else is there?
It's tough. It's a tough spot for Roberts. I get that. I get that hate. Also, these massive super teams have to be really tough to manage when you've got guys making that much money. I know it's a different kind of locker room. So I don't know.
Yeah, Martha's saying the same thing. I can't blame, I don't know. I can't necessarily blame the manager completely. I think players have to play better, unfortunately. I mean, there were instances, yes, where Kershaw was left in way too long earlier in his career in the playoffs, and that blew up in their face. But, you know, I mean, the Braves beat him because the Giants exhausted all the players in 2021. I'll happily say that, Jeff. The Braves were not the better team in 2021, but the Dodgers were so exhausted from that 5-game Dodger series. Braves took 2 quick games in Atlanta, and that was it. Like the Dodgers couldn't right the ship. But I feel like the Giants deserve 20% of that ring. I'm not giving it to them, but they deserve it.
You can give them credit. Yeah. Give them a thank you. The Blue Jays are hungry. Yeah. I mean, between a high-end market teams and they are underdog, but like we mentioned, they're a top 5 payroll. So it's not
the Brewers.
The Brewers or the Pirates or the Royals. There's still a certain minimum amount of finance you have to have in those players that are on the field.
Yes, agreed. I thought it was interesting, Jeff, that after Ohtani's 9 times on base performance, which I can't stop saying it because it's just so ridiculous. The Blue Jays, Bieber did walk him in the 1st inning. It was the second at bat he struck him out. The Blue Jays sort of attacked him a little bit in Game 5, probably because they figure the worst he can do is a solo home run because there's no one on base in front of him and there's no one getting on base behind him. So I would go right after him too.
And I mean, he had that great game. He had the dominant game against the Brewers, but his swing hasn't been as consistent. There've been some holes in it. So I don't see a problem with going after him. Yeah. Yeah. He has been inconsistent is the best way to describe it, Jeff. The highest of highs, like 2 of maybe the best postseason games we've ever seen. 2 of the greatest games of all time. And then a lot of swings and misses. So I think you got to go after him when you can. It's smart. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, when I hear it in my voice when I say it. But yeah, I mean, the Dodgers have 2 games. They have to win them both, and Mookie Betts is going to have to do something. If he goes 0 for 7, they're not winning those 2 games. And he knows it. There's been that interview video of him. He's one of the best players in this World Series, and he's 3 for 25 or whatever it is. It's bad. I mean, Freeman's really, as much as I love him, he's been bad outside of a couple swings. Yeah, he came up big with a couple of those swings, and I can't remember who was saying it, but maybe you were saying it, Chris. Freeman's swing seemed to get better as that game went on. He just missed a couple before he got the big one. Yeah, I thought he was ready to absolutely blow up in Game 4, and it didn't happen. And then Yusevich obviously just shut everyone down in Game 5. That kid is incredible. Every single pitch, Jeff, looks. I saw some people saying it in the comments. It looks exactly the same for about 50 feet. The release point's the same. And then it's a high release point. Yeah, and Chris, what do you think about it? Just the fact that they don't have much film on him. I mean, he was an A-ball at the beginning of the year, hardly pitched during the regular season. They don't have a huge scouting report on him with which to attack, and he's just been able to step up in the moment. So I feel like it's a combination. It's like a perfect storm of just a perfect storm for him. What surprised me, Jeff, they did more damage against him in Game 1 than they did in Game 5. Yes. Yeah. I mean, we're going to see that highlight a lot of him striking out Ohtani on that splitter that was so nasty. Ohtani had to be like 1.5 feet out in front of it. His helmet flew off. Yeah. I would not put Mookie 1. Honestly, I'd put Mookie 9. I would leave Ohtani in the 1 spot. That's just where he's been. There's no reason to change that. But I would put Mookie at 9 at this point. Let him take a breather. And that way he's in front of Ohtani. Maybe he gets a couple fastballs. Because Pages wasn't doing anything. Not a lot of people have been. Ooh, battery. I love that comparison. Yeah, yesterday I think was the 4-year anniversary of Ian Anderson throwing 5 no-hit innings in the World Series against Houston. But But it goes to show how quick things can change too. Yes, I did like the move to put Will Smith behind Ohtani because Smith had been he's been one of the more other guy. Yeah.
Especially a right-handed guy. And I just didn't. I mean, Andy Savage shut him down too.
Yeah.
This has been a really fun and really interesting series. I was telling Jeff, I was looking at postseason stats of the 6. I didn't add this question in, Jeff.
Oh, that's a great trivia question.
I know. Of the 6 leaders in runs scored in this year's postseason, how many of those 6 players are Blue Jays?
That's a great trivia question.
Fascinated me.
Yeah.
But I'll let you guys throw me some answers. Let me know what you guys think.
Out of the top 6, how many
of the
are
top
Blue
6?
Jays?
Yeah. Joey K says 4. Michigan Cards and Graphs says 5. Newbert with 2. ATL Jeff Black 1. Engel Hernandez 5. SFO probably 5. Yeah, Ron 5. Fernando 6. Yeah, the answer is 5. It's 5. Otani is the only non-Blue Jay in there. Yeah, I mean, that's it, Craig. That's kind of how it feels. Their offense has been significantly better than everyone else's. And they just deserve all the credit in the world. Really good at bats. Yeah, role players stepping up. Balls in play.
Yeah, and now they get 2 home games.
Yeah. Yeah, the Dodgers struck out, 16, 15 times in Game 5? That's like 2 games worth at least for the Blue Jays. Watching their bats, like, man. And Vlad Jr. I want to talk about Vlad Jr. for a few minutes, Jeff.
Yeah, I think I saw somebody trolling you, me, or both of us early on in the comments about how he hits the ball on the ground too much. Well, I think this is exactly why we were saying that, because if he doesn't hit the ball on the ground, the chances of it going out of the stadium are pretty good, or through the outfield wall.
Yeah, or through an outfielder.
Yeah, taking off some gloves. Yeah,
I listen. I hate saying this stuff because this is purely anecdotal. I don't know what his ground ball rate is in the playoffs, but it seems a lot lower than it was in the regular season, Jeff. I don't know if. Well,
he's got almost a third as many home runs in the postseason as he did in the entire regular season already. Yeah. So it's maybe he's the guy that rises to the occasion, is best under the lights. But if he carries this over to a regular season, we're talking his near MVP year type numbers.
I mean, if he can start hitting the ball in the air, his prime could be Aaron Judge's prime with how hard he hits the ball.
Yeah, and he's at the age now when Judge just started his breakout. That's the good thing about him starting so young, that he's got all those years of experience in there and 1,000 hits. And now if he could become that kind of hitter, he could change the game. Yeah, 26 years old, over 1,000 hits. Yeah, I mean, all that's missing is power. And also to be this old, by what he's doing, he's having a better postseason than Soto did in 2019. That's hard to believe because that was one of the best we've seen.
Yeah, he doesn't have the shuffle. I see. Hold on. This was a Doc's cards here with a really interesting. Would Topps do Otani dirty and put that in? I don't. Sure, they might put it in Stadium Club like horizontal, and maybe Yasevich is clear and Otani's a little blurry. I could see him doing that. I mean, I don't think there's any. Otani's got enough moments where it's okay to have him.
When I read this at first, Chris, I thought it was going to be he was asking if they put it on Otani card, and
that would just be mean.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering, watching these games, Jeff, I'm wondering what kind of Vlad Jr. variations we're going to get next year. Like a shot of him, like the homer off Otani was awesome. The slide where he just he switched his hands to touch home plate in front of the Teoscar Hernandez throw.
He's very nimble for his size, made some good moves. I can't remember if it was our friend Canadians in the Hobby who put a picture up of the Otani home run, and you see Otani in the foreground, like turning around to watch it go. And you see him that would be a very cool shot.
That would be a cool shot. Yeah. Same thing. But yeah, Guerrero in focus and Otani kind of blurred out. That's how many cards would Topps give us next year of other players succeeding at the, against Otani as their baseball cards? I mean, that's how you know you've really made it. Right. I struck Otani out. It's on my baseball card. It's like my crown.
Yeah, well, I'd be walking around advertising that for the rest of my life.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Mad City Brew. Remember, we sold a couple of Vlad cards.
We did. Maybe that's what's helped them.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's on timing wise. Obviously, he only got better since we sold them, but those were also the wrong cards. I mean, I'm sure they're not going to do much better today than they did then.
Brandon's got a question. Thanks for joining us. He said usually watches on Friday, but he's got a question. What would be worth more in 10 years? A 2005 Verlander rookie gold out of 2005 or a 2011 Topps Hope Diamond Anniversary Justin Verlander graded SGC gem. Well, you know we love the Diamond Anniversary cards, so that is tough to say. But you're going up against a rookie gold. I don't know. I mean, my guess would be the Diamond Anniversary, but
yeah, I mean, I think I did notice we didn't get a condition or a grade on the rookie card on the gold. Like, what's the deal with that?
Raw, maybe,
because there are 1,945 more copies of that than there are of that Hope Diamond. Those Hope Diamond cards, when they come up, they go really big. So I don't know. That way, if the Verlander, if the gold is in a 10, probably the gold.
Yes,
but I would say anything other than that.
Yeah, I agree. Typically, rookie takes the cake, but in this case, scarcity would have to play a role. Scarcity and demand, because those Hope Diamond, that all of 2011 has pretty good demand for those 2011 finest, 2011 Hope Diamonds.
Yeah, those Hope Diamond, any big star that comes up, those Hope Diamonds do really, really well. SGC 9.
SGC 9.
I think I'd take the Hope Diamond. And come back to me in 10 years and tell me how wrong I was.
I would too.
Jeff, I don't know. You know basketball, but does this sound right? Anyone know anything about? Oh, whoops! I clicked the wrong one. Maybe you.
Oh no, I think I clicked over. You go ahead.
All right, the slap of the base that Vlad, that ball again. That ball that Guerrero hit or Ohtani hit him. They said was like 105, and Vladdy's 90 feet away, and he just snatches it up and slaps the bag. That'd be a pretty cool card too.
That would be a great card. Yes, and the Iverson step over of Lou. You probably have seen it. It was in the finals, 2001 finals. Iverson beat my Bucks to get to the finals. That was a rough year as a Bucks season ticket holder, but that's a very memorable moment. Allen Iverson. And I think, I get that. It's kind of just like, it's nothing. This is nothing.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, Guerrero is just so focused. It's awesome to see. It's so great. Okay, the Stadium Club question from Baseball Card Brett. I've heard nothing. The only thing I've seen is that tweet. I think it was Bert Blyleven, of all people, to master Twitter, Jeff, tweeted out the cards he was signing for 2025 Stadium Club. That's it. Okay, and that was like
it exists.
At least 3 months ago. We know the product exists. Right. I haven't heard whispers. I've heard nothing. But the fact that it's almost the end of October, I wouldn't expect it at this point. I think expecting it before Christmas is probably too hopeful.
SFO Sox fan, hoping for some sort of diamond-like twist for Topps. Big 75th, big year, big anniversary. Yeah, it'll be fun to see if they come up with something.
Adaldus has the correct answer to the Verlander question, though.
Yeah, I mean, good luck. Good luck. Yeah.
But I do think those 2011 Hope Diamonds they're going to be special. They're going to be special for a long time.
John Mayer says heard January from somebody on YouTube.
Okay. All right.
Weapons. Are y'all sad you sold Vlad too early? The Vlads we sold, I don't know if they'd sell for much more now. Maybe a little bit. No, but we have some nice Vlads that we're holding on to.
We basically have two that we're going to keep for a while. But I like Jeff said, those weren't like special cards. Those weren't the cards. We shouldn't have bought them in the first place. It's all part of our learning process. Yeah. And I mean, they're gone. We have a little bit of money, which I'm sure we'll waste.
Yes, we'll waste on something else.
By the way, okay, so let's take a minute here and look at Vlad and the trajectory. By the way, Jeff, I don't know how to do those market movers charts that Teapot does.
I don't either.
I don't know if I think the accounts we don't have access to that. It's going to be my hope because I don't have access to it. Mm-hmm. But I did want to show you guys. I'm going to share my screen here. I'm going to try to share my screen.
65 because the Hope Diamond was the 50th, right? Is that right?
No, Hope Diamond. Whoa, what's it? I know they're numbered to 60.
60. No, that was 60. So it should 60, be
2011 to 51. Yeah, so it should be 75.
Right. So it should be 75 if 52 was the first, right?
Yeah, I am sure that we're going to get. I'm sure Topps are going to do all kinds of interesting things in 2026. Awesome. And they're going to have a real good rookie class in Series 1 to work with to get the hype train moving. So, and I'm sure they're going to print it to the moon and back, Jeff. But my only question is, do you think they're going to put the blacks in Series 1 or hold them back for Series 2 again? Because
that's a good question. You know they're going to sell Series 1 no matter what.
I don't think it's a terrible move on their part. I really don't. All right, so let's look at some Vlad stuff here. So here we see. I want to look at some of his. Try to find like a base card, something we could track pretty easily here. And again, I apologize, market movers. I'm not smart enough to use it, but you guys probably figured that out by now. So this is his base Bowman Chrome, first Bowman Chrome autos and a PSA 10. It feels like, this is where you would go if you want to put $1,000 into a Vlad card. You're looking right here. And it looks like as of late October, oh, whoops, not that. There we go. Yeah, we went from, interestingly, Jeff, we went from 700 best offer accepted right up to 850 in 24 hours. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
I wonder if that first seller has any hesitation there. But here we are on October 21st, 725. That's a gold. We can't look at that one. And yeah, so October 8th, 665. So I think that's, and 701 on October 8th. So here we can really see this stuff is actually finally ticking up,
It's
Jeff.
ticking up. Yep.
But that's not a huge gain, right? From about 700 to 850.
Right.
And even 850 might be an outlier. I don't know. That's a huge jump in 24 hours, but still under $1,000. So I want to ask you guys a couple of questions. I'm going to pull up some guys here.
And the pop's lower than more recent stuff too.
Yes, the pop is definitely lower. So here's my question to Jeff and to the viewers. Let's do a couple comparisons. What do we think sells for more? That Vladimir Guerrero Jr. or the same card of Acuna? And yeah.
All right. I think I was thinking Acuna is like $1,000 card, but that might be a little high. So I'm still going to go Acuna.
Okay. All right. I don't know what this is in reference to, but SFO, I agree with you.
It was the 75-65 issue.
Okay.
We're getting a lot of votes in the chat for Acuna as well.
Okay. All right. So it is Acuna. Now, Jeff, give me how much higher?
I was going to say 1,000. I think he's $1,000 card.
$1,000 card. Okay. All right. Let's take a look. Let's see what we got here. All right.
Does he have 1,000 career hits? I don't know.
I don't think I don't think he has 500 career games. All right, that's an exaggeration. Just because it makes me sad. Here are our last two Acuna sales, and they happened also in October, where sadly Acuna is not playing. Although he did post some pictures today, Jeff, of him on the leg extension machine, and we're talking quad goals here, quads for days. So
he's coming back with a vengeance. Yeah,
expectations for me are going to be unreachably high, but that's neither here nor there. So yeah, on October 2nd, we've got 1758, and October 16th, 1558. So
they're more than double. Wow.
Yeah. Is Acuna, should he be 2 times Vlad?
No,
absolutely not. Right?
Wow.
Absolutely, positively not.
Wow, that's shocking. And I haven't looked at the pop numbers, but I'm guessing the pop on Acuna is higher than Vlad too.
Yeah, I have to be honest. I didn't have time to look at the pops as well. We're going strictly on
just raw numbers. Yeah, that's
raw numbers with no context.
That's something. I mean, it goes to show baseball's a tough game. Baseball card collecting is a tough game to predict. Is Acuna twice as popular? Is it because he plays in the States versus Canada? Is it because of the 40-70 season? Is it because of his potential? Although Vlad has a lot of potential too. Vlad came in really high. Yeah. I tell you what, comparing the two players, Emophobic, thank you very much. So we have even a higher pop for Acuna than for Vlad. So 50 more are available out there. Under 100 for Vlad.
I will say a couple of things in Acuna's camp. He seems more exciting. He seems to show a little bit more personality. His jersey outsells Guerrero's jersey. So he is currently the more popular player. If Guerrero's holding up a World Series MVP trophy in 24 hours, Jeff, I don't know if Acuna will remain the more popular player. But something about these two prices is wrong. I don't know if it means Acuna's too high. I don't know if it means Guerrero's too low. But these prices are wrong. Something's not right.
Well, we need to see more quad goals out of Vladdy. Fat shaming, perhaps.
Okay, so
I do have to say that I think because his big year, Vlad's big year was overshadowed. Part of it was in a minor league ballpark. Part of it was being overshadowed by Ohtani. He doesn't have, and not being in the playoffs, he doesn't have the same visibility as Acuna does. And maybe this is changing it.
There we go. It's crazy to say he doesn't, and you're right. but he's played. Acuna has now missed like 2 full seasons.
Yep.
Injuries. Guerrero hasn't. Amazingly, if you were to look at these two bodies, and fellas, I look at those two bodies quite a bit. If you told me one of those guys is going to miss 200 plus games with injury, I would not have guessed it'd be Acuna. Yeah, Fernando, he is younger. He has more hits. He has a more clear path to big round numbers.
Adam, this is a great point when we're looking at their rookies, but when you're looking at their first Bowmans, it doesn't really apply.
But Adam, you are 100% right. That definitely hurts Guerrero's rookies because they made so many. And the set count was beginning to really boom, and he's got autos in sets. I still, honestly, about once every couple months, Jeff, I see a Guerrero rookie auto that I'd never seen before. I'm like, what the hell is that from? Okay, next up, Fernando Tatis Jr. Now his first Bowman Chrome autos are also in 2016. And Emophobic, if you don't mind, if you could pull up the pop on them, I'd love to see it. Let me know. Well, who's more? Who right now in the latest sales, who sells for more, Guerrero or Tatis Jr.?
This is embarrassing, but I think it's Tatis.
Okay.
He's got to be less than Acuna, but I still think he's about $1,000.
Okay. I went back to Guerrero here, so we have a good starting point.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? SD Pliskin agrees. He thinks Tatis. Mad City Brew also says Tatis. Cubs fan says Tatis. Ooh, Fernando says also Fernando. Isn't it nuts? Without again, I'll pull this up. We'll look at it in a minute. But like just the fact that we're saying this it feels insane to me. One of these guys was suspended
for performance enhancing drugs, and also has had some underachieving seasons. I saw somebody said Vladdy coming off a couple average years. Well, Tatis hasn't been the same. Hasn't put up the same numbers since he got nicked for steroids either. So
he led the NL in home runs in 2021 and how much?
And a pop of almost 200. So 2.5 times the pop of Vladdy.
Yep. All right, let me pull this up. And we are looking at, here we go. So these two guys are basically neck and neck.
Neck and neck. 850 is the last sale. Yeah.
One of these two players has accomplished so much more than the other. This one, Bap. I know Tatis better looking. He's in that really weird commercial now where he's like dancing in a cornfield or something. I'm not really sure what that is. It's confusing to me, as most trends are.
He's a flashier player, but man, he's not even on the same team. Vladdy's on the Blue Jays card and his first Bowman. Tatis is on the White Sox.
Weird. Very weird.
Emophobic saying 440 last sale per Market Movers. So I don't know if maybe Market Movers isn't considering those 2 sales on here.
I don't know. Is that like a PSA 10 or was that BGS? I don't know. I'm just using 130 point because I'm angry at Teapot. I don't even see a 440 on here. But okay.
Yeah, a lot has to do with personality for sure, but Vladdy does have a great personality. He just doesn't have as much exposure, I think.
I think that's all changing. All right, next up. You guys ready? The next name I want to talk about. Whose first Bowman Chrome autos sell for more, Guerrero or Tarek Skubal?
Vlad.
Okay.
I would say Vlad.
Okay.
No respect for the pitchers.
Hey, Kevin Morales on vacation in Korea or for work. I don't know, but
checking in from Korea.
Joining us. All right. I'm seeing it. We got SD Pliskin says Vlad, Fernando Vlad, Joey K. Skubal. Woogie says Vladdy. Okay. Stadium Bodega says Vlad. Golf Ball says Vlad. Trey Savage outsells them both. I should look that one up. I really should have checked.
We know he was outselling some of those cards were outselling Scoobals.
That is very true. All right. So the answer to this one, you guys are right. Guerrero is indeed outselling Skubal. You can ignore the 2 on the bottom are numbered cards. It gets those are a little harder to find. There just aren't a lot of PSA 10s in 2016 to go on. So Guerrero's got a pretty good bump on Skubal. God, I hope the Tigers don't have to trade him, Jeff.
Yeah, you and me both. That's a pretty big black eye on baseball in general. If a market like Detroit is forced to give up a player, And I know, let's not get into the financial conversation about being forced, but if it makes it such that they can't build their team around a guy that has come up and done that for them, it sucks.
Okay. Yes, and I have to say I agree with M. Newbert here. Yeah, that's a BS contract offer that I don't know what that is. I don't know why teams do that to their superstars. They should love Scooble. They should be giving him more than anyone else. There should be a Scooble statue outside that stadium. There should be Scooble built. It should be it just doesn't make any sense. Like
Scooble
if they're
Bill.
Marvel, that's like Marvel, shortchanging Robert Downey Jr., when they wanted to go make Endgame. Like that's just dumb. You don't do that. He's your guy. Keep everyone happy. Keep him there. There's so much money in Detroit. Come on.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. They have to figure that out.
Yeah.
Derek, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you watching the 20 World Series players. That was Chris's brainchild. It was a great idea. And Chris, I just want to say, surprisingly, even though we made it clear that it was ESPN's list,
we still got blasted. Yeah.
Gets some flack in the comments for the rankings of the 20 players, but so far we haven't. So yeah, that was a lot of fun to put together, and we got to find a lot of cards of players we don't typically look for. So thank you for watching. If you haven't checked it out, it's on our channel. We took ESPN's list of the top 20 players in this year's World Series and tried to find some cool or unusual cards or their best cards. In some cases, the players don't have many cards.
They really don't. Good luck finding an Addison Barger card. But yeah, Jeff was at one of his kids' games. We were starting to research that, and I was getting all these excited texts like, "I've never seen this before. I've never seen this before." Max Muncy has what card? So it was kind of fun.
It was fun.
Okay.
So thanks for checking it out.
Yep. All right, a couple other names. I just want to first we have some reference here for Vladdy here. Let's talk about Vladdy versus Bobby Witt Jr. Bobby Witt Jr.'s first Bowman Chrome Autos are in 2020. And what do we think for his base Bowman Chrome Auto and a PSA 10? I'm willing to bet serious money the pop on Bobby Witt is way higher than the pop.
Sky high. It'd be fun to see what that pop is. I bet Bobby Witt's got to be higher.
Okay.
Very collected, popular guy, maybe next face of baseball, even though his team's been disappointing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of Wits here. Ooh, Cubs fans got a Barger Holiday rookie. Yeah, he's in like 2024 update. But he has no licensed autos, which is fascinating. Witt for sure. Okay. M. Newbert and SP Saints dropping some multipliers in here. Yes, so Witt is more expensive. Now, Jeff, tell me what multiplier you think it is.
I would think a base Witt is $1,400.
Okay.
$1,250. Let me go $1,250.
Okay, so you're saying less than 2 times.
Yeah, less than 2 times.
All right, I'm seeing SP Saint says times 2.
Oh, Crystal says 2 to 2.5.
Yeah, yep. Weapon Z. I hope that's not part of it, but
no, that's not only the racial component, but being American versus Dominican, I think probably plays a role, whether people want to admit it or not.
And good night. Pop 272 for Witt. That is more
than 4 times.
Okay. All right. So let me pull this one up. There was one sale pretty recently, so we don't have to scroll too far. So yeah, the last sale I saw was October 22nd for $2,300.
Pop 272. Gee, many Christmas. Wow. Oof.
Yeah.
That's a lot. And I like Witt, but man, you could get 3 of the pop, what was it, pop 82-ish? You could get
85,
3 of those, roughly, or 2.5 probably, for the price of one of these.
I think you could get yourself a PSA 10 purple of Guerrero for the price of one base here.
Yeah.
At least certainly a refractor. So this, I get it. Bobby Witt is flashy. He's exciting. He could be 30-30 every year. But, oh man, what we're seeing Vlad do in the playoffs, this is historic stuff that this is big for him. Big for his hobby, big for his name, his career, his Toronto legend. I wish, honestly, it's crazy to say, Jeff, I wish we had more Guerrero cards. I'm looking at these prices, and I feel like there's still plenty of time to buy Guerrero cards. I'm not seeing anything, certainly no Ohtani-esque price.
Yeah, I think Chris mentioned this today. We're going to have to dig into Vladdy cards when this is done, when this is all said and done, just to see what's going on out there and look at some of his cards. we were underwhelmed with the prices we got for the cards we sold, but like Chris said, we're trying to hold on to a couple cards that we think might do better. I don't know. Maybe there's still some places out there to put money into them.
Yeah, Cat Dad 126. I wonder sometimes about these first Bowman Chrome images because I never heard anyone complaining about them or even mention them until about a year ago. And then I started hearing, well, this one might be photoshopped or Soto's card is so ugly. But it's still the card. And yeah, it's really dumb. Whoever works at Topps and chose this picture of Bobby Witt flipping a ball like from short to second, that's just a stupid picture. Like, doesn't get anyone excited. At least the Guerrero is a cool follow through. Maybe that helps a little bit.
GWG1 Nuki picked up a Michael Harris for 105, Chris.
I love that. I mean, that's
23 Michael Harris's for the price of this.
That's a classic buy low right there. I love it. He's got plenty of time to figure things out. Obviously, I am a touch bias here. But I love the kid, and I think he's going to be a very solid major league player. He made some strides. He made the adjustment this season, Jeff. Right after you dropped him in fantasy.
After I dropped him, yeah. Once I didn't touch him. There are worse insults, I think, Miguel. They have a similar career to his dad. He's a different kind of player, though, so I feel like his game translates well to a long career, and he got a nice early start. So I think he could beat out his dad in some numbers for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
If he wins a title, wins a World Series MVP, that'd be
nice. That's one award his dad never got.
Yeah.
Okay, one more guy. Did I have one more? Oh, I have two more guys. All right, let's do this quick. Julio Rodriguez.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. What do we think? Base Bowman Chrome autos. His are in 2019. I would assume, again, the pop is going to be a lot higher than Guerrero's. It was in 2016. I do love that 2019 design. And Julio does a great image, just your basic hitting image. Good stuff.
Yeah, I'll guess Julio, but it's not. I wouldn't say this price.
Okay.
I would say Julio, but I'm thinking more of like 1.5 Vlads.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody get in on trivia. We'll start trivia pretty soon.
Okay.
J-Rod, 1.5. J-Rod times 2.
Yeah, John Fry says times 2. Interesting. Bibby Card says J-Rod undervalued everywhere right now, but higher than Vlad. Emophobic, thank you, buddy. That's what I was waiting for. Woo! And Curator, thank you as well. Pop 268. So that's
almost exactly the same as Bobby Witt.
Oh, it's Bobby Witt. Yeah. Yes. Yes, that's your 3 times pop of Guerrero. All right, so let's pull it up. Let's get to it. Again, Guerrero's were right here, 700 and 850. Julio Rodriguez, It's really interesting because these two happen on the same day, and they're not close. So we could maybe, we've got 795 and then a Fanatics Collect sale of 690. So,
okay. So
split the difference, call it 750. Yeah, a little bit lower, but same ballpark as Guerrero.
Interesting. He's come way down.
Yeah.
Interesting.
3 times the pop. And J-Rod did have a couple really cool moments in the playoffs. Some big RBIs to get them past Detroit and, to force Game 7 there. But he did strike out to end the series. And it's not his fault they lost, but that's just an unfortunate, situation. Like Miguel Cabrera has that lasting image, at least for me, of taking a called third strike from Sergio Romo to end the World Series. I mean, they were down. They weren't going to come back. They got swept, but still, like, that's the, sort of the image that sums up that series.
While you're looking, Chris, I want to give a shout out. Derek watched Origins. Thank you for everybody that's watching NCS Origins. Main character gives off Todd Parker from Boogie Nights vibes. That's an excellent reference. Love a Boogie Nights reference. Similar mustache for Frank's. No, I'm not in. I'm in episode 5. So 2 weeks from now will be the first episode I'm in this year.
Yeah, Jeff, Jeff, you can let your wife know that our friendship was in grave danger. There was a little subplot about the dog not feeling well. Sergeant Callahan had been to the vet 4 times. And if tragedy befalls the dog, we're going to have some issues. Your wife and I are going to have some harsh words about this.
Gary Callahan is a prized member of the cast, so I think he'll be all right.
Okay, maybe we can get a cameo appearance on a future Blabbin, maybe.
Oh, that would be fun. Yeah.
Okay, one more guy to compare to Guerrero, and that's the guy I mentioned earlier, and that is Juan Soto, also in 2016. Emophobic, if you wouldn't mind, if you could grab the pop for me, I would really appreciate it. So yeah, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. versus Juan Soto. I think
that's career-wise. I think this is a better comparison. They're offense first players who are putting up a lot of big numbers. Both started young. Let's see. I would say Soto.
David O says Soto by a ton.
I don't think it's a ton. I'm going to say Soto by 1.5.
Okay. Emophobic points out, thank you. The pop is 245. So again, right around 3 times.
For Soto, really?
It's interesting.
That's very interesting. I wonder if there's a lot of Vladdy cards graded with BGS.
Oh, I'm sure there's a lot of all these cards graded by BGS.
4 to 5 times, crease 5 times, 3.5 times.
But how many times do you think? How many of those 245 do you think have been sent to PSA to try to cross over? I'm guessing a lot of them. Maybe some don't exist. I bet we're looking at the same cards. Oh no, I'm sorry. 245 is the PSA 10 pop. Yeah,
that is the PSA. But yeah,
sorry,
wow.
Knocked myself into a corner there.
Yeah, I don't think it's that high.
All right, Pete Craig says 5 times.
Yeah, there's 5 times.
Okay,
3.5 times.
Cat Dad says 3.5 times, but he is a Mets fan. Okay, there we go. We could do a little side by side of their careers. It is significant. It's pretty much 2.5, approaching 3.
Wow, the base is that high. Interesting.
Oh, wait, might be a third one down here. Yeah, there's
I
no one.
can't believe the pop is that high. So they're both 2016, but one has a pop almost 3 times.
Yeah, I think
it's not like people weren't grading Vlad. There just must be so many at BGS.
I think they're in different products, though. I think the Guerrero auto is in Bowman and the Soto auto is in Bowman Chrome. Because Guerrero's got paper. I've never seen a paper Soto. So I don't think they're in the same. They're in the same packs, in the same sets. Exactly. Same year, same design. But yeah, I think this is really interesting.
That's really
these two guys have a lot in common. Obviously, Soto now leads in stolen bases by a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, and SFO, this is what I was talking about. A lot of people hate this. They hate the Soto image. They just hate it. It's not great. It's not terrible.
Yeah, that's interesting. I have a refractor of this, Chris. It's one of my favorite cards. I picked it up. I had a purple of this and sold the purple and picked up the refractor, which is less rare, but I just like the way it looks better. And it was it's a true gem. The other one is a min gem. This is a true gem. And I tried to cross it once and got denied. So it's staying in its true gem plus. I'd love to see it in a PSA 10.
I mean, yeah, Jeff has pretty big balls when it comes to cracking cards, but I don't think they're big enough to crack that one.
No.
Weapons is a bad photo. I get it. It's I might be face blind. Yeah, I mean it's bad. It's bad. I mean they even blurred out the glutes, so it's not an ideal shot for sure. But for first Bowman Chromes, like I said, I mean I'd never heard anyone complain about first Bowman Chrome images until about a year ago, maybe.
Yeah, this one might have been leading the complaints. This was one of the first one I heard complaints about.
Yeah.
This sounds like a great trade to me, Curator. You're right.
Yeah.
Get those back easier.
Yeah, I will say, and Cat Dad and some other people, Soto should be more than Vlad. He definitely should be more. I still think, and I kind of love the idea that people are hating on him and don't like to collect him, and that's fine. But I do think 20 years from now, we're going to be looking back at Juan Soto's career and just in absolute awe of the offensive numbers that we saw put up. Because mind you, next year is his age 27 season.
Yeah, just entering his prime, right?
Yep.
Woogie says most of these first Bowman photos remind me of my boot camp photo. It looked almost sickly compared to even 2 years later. Yeah, well, Soto's what in this? 17, 18?
Yeah, he's young. He's young. A lot of these, these Latin America players are super young. I mean, they can be signed when they're 16 and they're getting, they're throwing helmets on and getting these taken. They're not going to be great. I mean, the Devers one, it looks like he's 14, which he might have been actually.
All Ellis, I think PSA did take that one out of circulation, the super.
Yeah, I think they have it, and I believe they correct. I think they posted an image of like it's been the slab has been corrected to altered, which is what it needed to be. But yeah. I think it's in their vault. I don't think it's come up for sale.
Yeah, you're right, David. I mean, this is Ohtani's era. So if you watched a recent spitballing videos, we talked about Ohtani being number one, Judge being pretty clear number two, and then who comes next? Who comes next hobby-wise? So check those videos out if you're interested.
I don't know. I feel like that discussion could change on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
Personally, I think it should be Soto, but I don't know if it is. All the team hopping around, some of the interviews, the attitude, people don't like him in that.
But the people that do really do. Will that be enough to sway the people that don't like him when he puts up monster numbers?
Yeah. This Mets season he was great.
Yeah,
he had a fantastic season, but it did nothing because they didn't make the playoffs. People don't even look at the numbers.
Yeah.
So he needs a deep
postseason 40-40 season from one of the slower base runners in baseball.
Yeah, that's just how smart he is. Like he's timing, he's guessing what pitches are coming, and he's right. We need a deep Mets postseason run. We need an image variation of him with David Wright. We need maybe a couple years before he establishes himself as the. I hate to reference a TV show here, Jeff, but as the King of Queens.
Yeah, he's got to be. He's got to lead him back to baseball relevance. Curator moved from Ohtani craziness FOMO to Judge Soto hunting trading. This is something Chris and I have talked about as well. Just acquired a Judge 2013 Bowman Chrome auto. People are sleeping, so strike if you can. Yeah, there's the idea that if everybody's focused on one person, there's got to be other people out there that maybe deserve your focus.
That's right. Oh, there's a great line in Broken Arrow, Jeff, where Christian Slater says, if everyone is focusing on Salt Lake City, what does it hurt to check out Denver? So right now, I mean, that's an absurdly rare movie line that I just quoted, and I probably misquoted the cities. But everyone is looking at Ohtani. So if you have the strength to look somewhere else, more power to you. I bet there's some good Judge bargains happening right now.
Michigan, is it possible that Soto just isn't cared about as much in 20 years as you would expect? Yes, anything's possible. We've definitely learned that. Harper, is Harper going to be the more collected guy, even though he's had a much more inconsistent career because he's had 2 monster seasons and some big postseason heroics? Maybe.
Jeff, you've got the bigger chin. Maybe you could pull off Travolta's response here. I believe Travolta's like, yeah, ain't it cool? I love that movie. That movie is so cheesy.
Yeah, ain't it cool?
Yeah, that's he's higher. Like his register is high.
Yeah, here it is. Yeah, we got to watch that again. I gotta watch that again.
It's such a dumb but really entertaining movie, and it has just almost like if you watch like 80s sitcoms and SNL skits, they do really good like dummy stuff. Like Al Bundy falls off the roof, and there's like a terrible Al Bundy like body dummy that gets thrown off the roof. The Sabrina Carpenter SNL they just did. There's a whole skit about using like throwing this dummy of her out a window repeatedly, and it's funny because it's bad. That there is a scene of that in Broken Arrow, and it's like $100 million Hollywood blockbuster,
big budget movie.
And the dummy on there looks like they threw it together with like paper mache for $175, and we're like, screw it. Like we're out of money. Action. It's amazing to see.
We're paying our actors too much.
Yeah.
The movie is super cheesy, Chris.
Oh, of course it is. Yeah. I think, but the best line in the whole movie is let's give these guys a haircut from Mr. Delroy Lindo, who has delivered some amazing lines in the late 90s, mid to late 90s.
Yeah. Delroy Lindo. Oh, John Fry. I watch Broken Arrow every 3 years. Howie Long at his finest. Yeah, he was primed to become like the next athlete into action star. Didn't really take, but he's good in there.
He was honestly perfectly acceptable in that role. I thought he did just fine. He acquitted himself nicely. He was fine. Then he had that other one where he was like a fireman, like an action movie where he was like a fireman in the woods, something like that. And then that was it. I don't think I ever saw Howie Long in a movie again.
Yeah, what was the fireman movie that he was in?
I don't remember. I don't remember what it was called. It's probably
he
like
was
Firestorm or
Yeah,
Axe.
Firestorm. I think that's right. He was ahead of the curve on the fire jumpers, fire jumping, fire.
Yeah.
He parlayed that into a number of Skechers ads. That's true. Oh,
It was
Mookie
playing
with a great call out. Mac and Me. Nothing
Yes.
beats the dummy drop in Mac and Me. Yes.
Yes. Someone else made a Paul Rudd reference earlier in the chat, and it's nice to see that kind of come full circle. Paul Rudd on Conan O'Brien with the Mac and Me clip over and over again. It's never not funny. Never not.
Go check that out if you don't know what we're talking about.
Joey K, it's way worse than Harrison Ford's body, the body in The Fugitive. It's so much worse. It is like, it's a cool idea the way that they kill this character, but like the execution is so poor. Like I don't know. Also, and Bob Gunton is in it. A buddy of ours recently met Bob Gunton at some sort of convention. I don't know. Or
that was pretty cool. Yeah, I'm sure Bob Gunton doesn't get remembered for that film from the majority of people. If you remember, Bob Gunton was the warden in Shawshank Redemption, among a number of other roles. But yeah, he was cited out specifically for his Broken Arrow performance. Firestorm. Good call, Chris. You knew it back there somewhere.
I don't know where that came from. I don't know. Anyway, all right, let's talk about trivia for this. Actually, people have asked about Junior Caminero. I didn't get a chance to pull up his, and I don't have time to do it right now. We need to get into some trivia. All right, everybody, hop in trivia. Jeff, you want to show the prizes? I will share the link one more time.
Great.
This is obviously going to be hard. Oh, go ahead, Jeff. Sorry.
The Shohei Ohtani of yesteryear from one of our favorite recent sets, 2020 Stadium Club Chrome that we pulled, this X-Fractor, Babe Ruth.
Love that card.
And for the runner-up, another guy we've been talking about tonight, Julio Rodriguez Rookie Cup Prism.
All right, 2 comments. While you guys are signing up for trivia, there's 2 comments I have to reference. And unfortunately, guys, give me 2 minutes to talk about non-baseball card stuff. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is a fantastic show. If you're in your 40s like I am, like Jeff is, you grew up watching this. Uncle Phil throwing Jazz out of the house. There's a compilation of it on YouTube. I watch it, I would say, every other week. I laugh every single time. It is absolutely hilarious. Michigan Cards and Graphs. That's an excellent reference. And Emophobic Demolition Man is just a classic.
I remember when that came out. Man, that just was, yeah. The pairing up of those guys, yes. Yeah.
Now all restaurants are Taco Bell. Yeah. There's so many great lines, and the whole 3 seashells thing is just still. I wonder. I have conversations with our buddy Malcolm, Jeff, about the 3 seashells, and I've seen people talk about I've not seen either Stallone or I can't imagine someone actually wrote the movie, but like the director of the movie, I don't think I've ever said there was an explanation for it. They just thought it was funny to get people thinking about what it could be.
And just leave it go.
Just leave it. No explanation whatsoever.
Yeah. This has come up a couple times, but are we going to do trivia?
Let's talk about the Panini the Panini sale after trivia. Let's do trivia now. Also, because I think I might have to make a quick stop.
Dennis Leary.
And Demolition Man. Yeah. Okay. All right. Hold on. Let me pull this up. All right, guys, everyone should be forewarned. Michigan Cards and Graphs is here. He is playing. So you're going to have to be quick and you're going to have to be right. This is a pretty good variation here. We gave you one answer right off the bat, though. So, know, one should be real easy. There's one naked gun question in here, but you got a 50-50 shot at it, even if you didn't see the movie.
That's true. Yeah, you made it pretty easy. I was surprised. I was heavily researching my baseball scene in there. I thought some obscure questions were going to come out.
Still, it's a slow build, Jeff. It was slow build. All right.
I appreciate that.
Okay. Let me just make sure we got 50 people into trivia. I say we get going. All right. I'm going to start the countdown. Let me just clear my throat for no particular reason. Right. Jeff, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Here we go. All right. Last person joined. Let's get ready to rumble.
All right. Here we go. Last trivia of the baseball season. Who leads the 2025 Major League Baseball postseason in hits, home run, RBIs, runs, and total bases? Is it Vlad Guerrero Jr., Ernie Clement, Shohei Ohtani, or Will Smith? Welcome to Miami.
Raise your hand if you knew who Ernie Clement was in September.
Roberto Clemente. 62% went with Vlad Guerrero. He leads in everything.
Speaking of leads and everything, Michigan Cards and Graphs out to a quick lead.
88 is about the fastest you can get.
Yep.
What pitcher leads the 2025 postseason in Ks? Savage, Yamamoto, Ohtani, or Skubal? Three of those guys still around.
Yep. A little red herring in there, perhaps.
Savage, 65%. Only 2%. One person went with Tarek Skubal, which I also got that wrong. I cannot believe he still leads despite not being in.
Clean cards. Getting that one real quick, too. Good for you, buddy.
What pitcher has the all-time record for most Ks in one World Series game? Sandy Koufax, Bob Gibson, Don Larson, or Greg Maddux? Do you know the number offhand, Chris? Was it
17, I think.
Yeah. Michigan Cards and Graphs is questioning you here. Bob Gibson is correct. 61% of the people said Clean Cards 5. That's correct. Yeah. Who holds the record for most home runs in a single postseason with 10? Troy Glaus, Barry Bonds, Randy Arozarena, or Carlos Beltran? Beltran. October hero, Carlos Beltran. 29% went with Barry Bonds. 36, the majority, or the highest percentage, went with Randy Arozarena, who had that magic postseason.
He did.
Clean Cards, cleaning up. Who was the World Series MVP for the 1992 Blue Jays? Paul Molitor, Dave Stewart, Pat Borders, or Roberto Alomar? Some Hall of Famers and all-time greats on that team, Chris. Was it one of them?
This was the year they beat the Braves, unfortunately.
Ooh. 5 people went with the catcher, Pat Borders, and that is correct. Was Dave Stewart the ALCS?
I think so. Yeah. Borders had a game-tying homer off of like Braves the closer. I think they picked up Jeff Reardon to try and get out of games that year. Sorry.
Who was the World Series MVP for the 2017 Astros? Was it George Springer, Jose Altuve, Yuri Gurriel, or Alex Bregman, Red Sox legend? 2017 Astros. Who was the World Series MVP? George Springer, current Blue Jay, another Mr. October, the Carlos Beltran of our era. The trash can came in second in the MVP voting by the writers. What year are Bo Bichette's first Bowman Chrome autos? 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018. If you were paying attention earlier in the show, you might have heard something about this.
No one pays attention to us, Jeff, and they shouldn't.
No, that's true. 33, 1/3 of you said 2016. Christmas Collector taking over the lead, 405. Clean Cards, baseball card Brett followed right behind. Which of the following players does not have a card in 2025 Topps Chrome? Spencer Strider, Max Scherzer, Cal Raleigh, or Roki Sasaki? Surprisingly, Spencer Strider does not have many cards in Topps Chrome, but I believe he does have one in 2025. 60% of you knew Cal Raleigh would not be eligible for the MVP buyback because he doesn't have a card. Yeah,
we're all kind of wondering what's going to happen if he wins MVP, right?
Chris, we got some questions here.
Ooh. I mean,
Ohtani's 2018 Bowman Chrome Refractor rookie is numbered out of what? 199, 299, 399, or 499?
I'm going to be pissed at Mark DeRosa if it's not still Skubal, because he made a thing about it today on the MLB Network. I should have looked it up, though, to make sure. But either way.
46% of you, half of you got that. Yes, they did say they'd accept the Chrome Update cards for Cal Raleigh if he wins. Christmas Collector got it wrong, but remains in first. In the Naked Gun, what did Frank Drebin call the first pitch of the game? After a long, long pause, was it a ball or a strike?
Oh.
71% of you said strike. And the crowd roars. You are correct. Derek says, don't blame DeRosa.
I'm always going to blame someone else. Come on now. Either way, it was the correct answer in the trivia, so that's the best we can do.
Christmas Collector at 472. Jeremy at 123 at 507 wins the J-Rod. And first place, baseball card Brett, 521 with an asterisk, wins the Babe Ruth.
Hey, you know, it's only fitting that a Red Sox fan wins a Babe Ruth card, Jeff.
Well, we got to start, right? Wasn't it Enrico Palazzo that called the?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean,
great line.
According to that one fan, at least, yeah.
Enrico Palazzo. So Michigan Cards and Graphs, would you have gotten it? He finished in fourth, a close fourth.
Well, we'll never know, Jeff. We'll never know. Well, that's the beauty of playing Blabbin trivia. Is sometimes the right answer doesn't even get you any points. You gotta know how to play the game.
You got to know what Chris was watching.
But yeah, baseball card Brett, congratulations. And yeah, shoot us your mailing info.
He's a Cubs fan. Other end of the called shot in the World Series.
All right, well, that's almost more painful then. Although at least you weren't watching that, so that's good.
Yeah, we're around for that. All right, send us a message on Instagram with your address, and we'll get that out to you and Jeremy.
What were we talking about after? Oh, we're talking about the Topps and the Panini thing, right?
Yeah. So there was
Yeah, we'll get rid of this for a second. There we go.
A big rumor out there flying today that Panini, which is, I still believe, a European-owned company, is
Italian,
strategic options, including possible sale. And sounds like Topps is one of the primary parties of interest. I don't know if that would be enough to make the governmental overseers think monopoly is in play, but it could be interesting. Are we going to see Topps rated rookies?
That would be great. That would be great. I don't think there are any government overseers anymore, Jeff, but I would love to see rated rookies come into Topps products. That would be amazing. But I don't know. I did see that the story that I saw is that I guess they're exploring a partial sale. So I'm sure Panini wants to hold on to some of those European sports, maybe. Whatever they make, I honestly don't know.
I don't either. I know they're a big sticker company as well. Upper Deck is around Sonographic. They just don't have any of the licenses besides the NHL. So they make a lot of NHL products. And from all hockey collectors we know, they're very happy with their Upper Deck hockey products. I just wish there would be other parties licensed to make cards. Yeah, I would love to see. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not as against the monopoly as I guess maybe as I should be. I do feel like Topps could do more, but I don't know if I don't know. We did get some really cool inserts in the 90s, Jeff. That's very true. But yeah, I would love to see rated rookies come out. I want to see some Topps rated rookies. If they could do rated rookies, future stars, gold cups, I mean, at some point, every card's going to have some kind of logo on it. Yeah, I feel like I don't know. There's part of me that likes it. It's going to be if they would buy the copyrighted names of Panini, would they issue a Donruss set? Would they just issue a Donruss set but made by Topps? That seems like what they would do, just like they do Bowman. So I don't feel like we wouldn't see Topps necessarily, but maybe their photo choices would be better than what we've seen. They'd be licensed. So, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, would they just continue putting out those same sets? Yeah, it's a good point. Adultus, yeah, I do think those cards do look okay. They look a lot better with better photos for sure. Yeah, would it have a rookie shield and a rated rookie? A lot of the rated rookies were before they were even rookies as well. Yeah, Fred McGriff's was like 2 years before his debut or something like that. Yeah, so they wouldn't have the shield on. Some might be like first Bowman. Some might have the shield on if they didn't have a rated rookie. It was strange in the 80s when Donruss would come out with the rated rookies for players.
It'd be interesting. How many logos could they get on one card? If it's a rookie card and a rated rookie, but maybe they was a guy that was just past the deadline the year before, so he's also a gold cup on there.
Got a rookie cup, yeah.
And then throw the Future Star logo up on the top too. I mean, just jam everything
all
into
of
that
them.
card.
Yeah, all Dallas. They changed the rated prospects for baseball during the unlicensed. You're right. Yeah, I did remember seeing that, which they used the same font and everything. It just looked pretty lame, but most unlicensed cards did.
Yeah, but if they could just do like, I don't know, if they bought it, what I would love to see them do is just do like a 20 card rated rookie insert set that just always looks like 86 Donruss.
Yeah,
every single year. I think
cool.
that would be really cool. Maybe with some, you do parallels, you can change the background color, do a base and like a, I don't know, a gold, a black, and a red, something like that. But that would look really cool, especially in chrome.
Yeah, see a chrome rated rookie.
Yeah.
And the red rookie card. Yeah.
Oh yeah, throw that one in there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else they could put on
back.
What
this is Chris's worst nightmare. Rookie cup going away, and I'll have a shimmer and glitter parallel.
Hey, yeah. I mean, let's not scare me too much. But speaking of acquisitions, we have a whole bunch of Instagram posts I want to talk about because we didn't get to it last week.
Yeah.
But before we do that, Jeff and I each picked up a card, and they are very different this week. And I happen to have them both because Jeff was all over the place, so his came to me. So let's do yours first.
Great. Let's see it.
What's crazy is you haven't had a chance to actually get this card in hand yet.
No,
so
I've not seen it.
So Jeff picked up an Aaron Judge card, which I think is an excellent.
I did. We were just kind of talking about that earlier in the chat.
So it is this. I'll make my screen bigger. Yeah. So Jeff, you want to talk to us about why you like this Aaron Judge throwback here?
Well, for anybody who's been watching the channel, you know that I'm become recently infatuated with throwbacks over the last 12 to 18 months. I got Yelich was my first one, and then I started seeking some Otanis. Well, our friend Jake, Short Printed Day, had this one, and he looked for a different one. He actually upgraded the grade, and I said I'd be very interested in having this because I don't care about the grade. I just would love to add a Judge throwback to my collection. So we worked out a deal for this, and yeah, I'm excited to get it in hand. It looks great.
I don't know what the 1K is on that. My guess would be that's what Jake lost financially on this card, but I'm not.
How much he ran? Did he run a 1K? As
opposed maybe he hit a ball. Maybe that was his amount of home runs in this game. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if that was just a random number. Thankfully, I did not have to pay 1K for that. But I love the throwback. So
yeah, that looks very cool. On the near complete opposite end of the spectrum, my pickup is a Stadium Club auto of one of my favorite players from the 90s who shows up in Stadium Club sets. It's Frank Thomas. So I grabbed this 2018. I love this shot. I'm going to make myself big again.
Do it.
Jeff. But this is exactly the kind of picture Jeff and I have talked about. Like I think he's on deck here. Man, look how big his arm is. Good Lord. Are you just waiting for a chance to hit? The focus, I mean,
if you're pitching, you can't help but see that out of your corner of your eye, of your peripheral vision, seeing that monster waiting for you in the on-deck circle.
Yeah, I'm kind of obsessed with this card, and I see SFO says he was watching the auction. He almost all his autos are a little streaky. This one isn't terrible, and I like that he put his number on there. I just love this image, and I love this set, obviously. And there've been a couple, like there aren't a lot of these. I think it's pretty short printed. He has like a rainbow foil out of 10, and then who knows, maybe 10 or so base autos. But there's been like one sitting on eBay for a stupid high price for like 18 months. And Probstein listed this one. They started the auction at like $90, then 85, and then 80. And I was watching it go all the way down. No one ever bid. And then finally they put it up for $1. So this card cost me about $50, about $58 in shipping. I love it. This is just a really, really cool image. It looks very 90s. I'm a big fan.
Yeah. Yep. Already thinking about his Nugenics. Yeah. Blue Jays legend. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of bouncing around teams. Great pickup. I do want to give a quick shout out also to Jeremy from Wisconsin, who sent me some Brewer stuff, including one of these awesome packs, Chris. The police have been giving away cards since I was a kid. This year, they decided to put them in packs, and he sent me an unopened pack.
Wow.
Really cool. With barrel
kind of a bit of a moose knuckle on that photo there. That's an odd. Everything about that image is strange. That part, and also the nose is troubling as well.
Just very, very phallic 70s design. Also sent me this.
For kids, are we sure?
Nah, just for adults, for beer drinking adults. Commemorative cards. And this brought back some memories. I had this as a kid, but it was fun to see some of the players and be reminded of the Hall of Famers, like Robin Yount. And also some not as well-known players like Mark Knudsen. I still remember him, though. Bill Spires, Rick Dempsey during his Brewer tenure.
You mean 1983 World Series MVP Rick Dempsey?
86 years old when he played for the Brewers, Chris. Also got Greg Vaughn here.
Nice.
People may not know that Greg Vaughn started with the Brewers, as did this legend, Gary Sheffield.
Yeah, I gotta say, I really love that there are baseball cards like sort of sponsored by Miller Lite.
Yeah,
it's very on brand for Milwaukee, and it's the kind of thing I don't think we really would see today.
You're probably not going to see them. Unlike the police cards, these ones just featured the Miller logo and some stats. Look at this, Brewers legend Willie Randolph. Nice. They didn't have a lesson. The police cards had.
They try to teach you something. Yeah, Miller Lite's not going to teach you anything except a great way to.
Thank you, Jeremy, for sending this. Much appreciated.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. We don't get a lot of beer. We get, honestly, that's one of the cool things about the Ohtani SSP from Series 2 is that Yamamoto actually is drinking a beer in the background. You don't. I'm still surprised Topps didn't airbrush.
Right? Did they see that?
What would have been? What would happen, Jeff, if they realized it and airbrushed it on half of them? So like 50 of those cards, you can see him drinking a beer, and 50 you can't. I mean, now we're just talking about some manufactured scarcity, but the beer ones would probably be 3 times the price.
For sure. Yeah, like the Marlboro Randy Johnsons.
That's right. Yeah, instead of $1, you're just going to spend upwards of $5 or $6 for that Randy Johnson. I don't know. I don't know what the prices of that.
Michigan cards and graphs. This can't be true that you didn't realize that Harvey's and Harvey's Wall Bangers was Harvey Keene. I can't believe that. Which, let's see, where's my Harvey's Wall Bangers? Pop Fly. I can't believe you didn't know that was Harvey Keene. Yeah, he took over. Manager was fired early in the season. Harvey Keene took over, led the team to the only World Series in franchise history. Yes.
I have a question for Doc's Cards here. It says he was in a break for 2023 Stadium Club. He got the White Sox and traded the team. I didn't realize you could, in those, like, you just put that, I guess everyone puts in the same amount, then they draw teams. I didn't realize there was like team trading. It is.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. That's a shame. That's too bad. But if it's at a 25, okay, that was, I was gonna, maybe it was the chrome one, but that's probably like the red, maybe, or black. I don't know. Well, I'm sorry, that's too bad. It's me. Yeah, emophobic. You're right. I do wonder sometimes exactly if Topps does look at this. Oh, it's okay.
I'm sure you're talking about Pete Vukovich, Brewer legend Pete Vukovich, who played on the Yankees in Major League. Yes, I remember him.
Okay. All right. Let's get to some IG shout outs because last week we didn't have time for them. I'm going to try to move through some of these pretty quick, but there are some really amazing cards and they all deserve a little bit of attention. Plus, we particularly like a couple people. All right, hold on. Ooh. I lost my window. Where was I? Over here. Okay. This one comes from Ohtani PSA 10, which is one of those Instagram accounts, Jeff, where, you know, no extra letters, no extra emojis. This is what I like, and this is what the account's going to be called. Gotta respect it.
Yeah. What a card.
Yeah. Look at the so much red on this 2018 update Independence Day. I'm going to scroll through some other stuff this guy posted, but before I do that, I just want to give him a particular shout out because we met this gentleman at the Burbank show. And if you guys don't remember, he handed us a stack of 2019 Topps SPs, all in PSA 10s.
A stack.
A stack. And this, all the big names are in here. This is an incredible stack of cards. So we will spend the offseason giving these away as trivia prizes, and that will begin. The offseason starts next week, Jeff.
Already next week? Yeah, it's a double whammy. SSP Thursday and the first Thursday of the offseason, we'll be giving away an SP gem to the trivia winner. So
yeah, I mean, Trout, Jeter, Kershaw. I'm looking at. I'm just Jose Ramirez.
All the big names.
They're all in here. There's even a Freddie Freeman that I would love to keep, but I won't. Anyway, we'll let the first winner gets to pick from all the cards, and we'll just go through it that way. And by the time we're done, it'll be spring training, and life can finally be good again.
Back to baseball. Yep, absolutely. Right. So shout out to Ohtani PSA 10 for giving us those and putting up this great card for us all to see. this week.
Yes, his name is Anthony, and he has an incredible Otani PSA 10 collection. Give me a second. I will scroll through real quick.
Oh man, love to take that black label BGS 10 off his hands, since it doesn't really fit with his IG
It
account.
doesn't. I'm sure he's willing to move it for a pittance. Yeah, here's the hitting image, the rookie debut card, again with the red jersey. So much red in the background. Very cool.
Man, and 2018, 2019 paper were so condition sensitive. To see any of these in 10s is crazy.
Yeah, they used so much black back then. It looks awesome. There's the pitching gold cup, the hitting gold cup, and then we've got the 2022, which is surprisingly well centered. Yeah, and the other 2022 hitting. So this is an account I would recommend you guys check out. Otani PSA 10. Yeah, and there's the BGS pristine here.
Yeah, maybe he wants to downgrade to PSA.
True. I don't know. We could argue what's better, a PSA 10 or a BGS 10. Frankly, looking at this card, Jeff, I think he got robbed of a black label because I don't see a touch of white on either of these corners.
Maybe the back. Maybe the back.
Maybe the back.
Yeah,
maybe the back. But anyway, excellent card. And yeah, thank you for sharing those. And thank you again for the 2019s. They're going to be great prizes.
Yep. As for a Sox fan, rookie debut card is the best card of the three main Otanis. What made me buy the blacks out of 76. Just glorious. Great rookie debut. Yeah, look at that in Independence Day too.
Yeah, I mean, just talking about card images, we say all the time, I don't want to repeat myself. I will. If this were US 1, that card would be it would battle the Bowman Chrome card number 1. It would battle it. I really think it would. Especially the parallels would be outrageous.
The parallels, especially, yeah.
It's just a shame they gave us 2 pitching images and they wasted this in the rookie debut, but it is what it is. Yeah, Doc's cards. FOMO has been hitting all of us the last 3 weeks. It really has. No shame in it.
Yeah. Yep. Seeing these, man.
I would say the same thing, but I'm about 4 Jim Beams in, so it's going to take a little
whiskey of the LA Dodgers.
Yeah, it might take some electric shock. All right. Next up, this comes from LJB42 Collections. I've seen this card a few times this week, Jeff, and it is spectacular. We got Max Scherzer in his SP batting, and we get the Expos jersey.
It's a confluence of wonderful events. It's incredible. Yeah, love it.
And this is also, I have to point out, one of the very rare cards I saw in the last 2 weeks that Bullseye Breaks wasn't the first comment on. I see she has not commented on this one yet. I hope she's okay.
She must not have seen it.
Yeah, must not have seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, curator, I apologize. It's tough. It's tough. Because I feel like he had 2 bad games. So the thought is, okay, the hype is going to die down. But
the prices have come down a little bit. It's crashing. I can buy some. And remember, use our link, please.
But it's just, it isn't. Everyone's like, well, game 6 is going to be, and then the cycle just starts up again.
Yep.
But at this point, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. We could talk about that, the Otani market some other
time.
We're
looking at Otani too. I mean, you can't, we say maybe it's not the best time, and it's the best time to be looking at other things, but it's easier said than done.
Yeah. Even when your spouse is telling you how stupid you are, it's difficult to avoid it. All right. Chris Cantor, great question. No, we are not really interested in the lower end stuff. I would say if you have any high pop Otani, when you see the PSA 10 refractor out of Topps Chrome selling for 4K plus, like it's time to move those cards. If anything's going to come back down to earth, it'll be that. Okay.
Yeah. Full transparency. I do have to say, I did pick up a couple low end cards because I was getting a shipment from ComC and still had some credit. So I did actually buy 2 of his PSA 10 HMT 32, the hitting rookie debut images. So I bought them. I think there were 300 when I bought them, Chris. The guy had 8 of them on there. So I had $600 in credit. I bought them. And then there was a sale the other day for $450. I thought, oh my gosh. But they're in the long transit process from ComC back to me. So by the time I get them, they'll probably be back to $250.
we might be at opening.
I would not recommend buying the lower end stuff. If you have it, I would recommend selling. But full transparency, I do have a couple coming in. So what do you?
All right. So yeah, Chris Cantor says he's talking about like rookie inserts and stuff. I would stay clear of that stuff. I just think the hype is so high right now. People are looking for any way to get in.
And
we
the
saw
volume of that is so high. The supply of those are just so high. A lot of them aren't even graded. People are just keeping them in their binders or Otani boxes because they haven't been worth grading. So there's such a ton of them out there. Even if you see one that's has a supposedly low gem pop, it's probably artificially low because people haven't been sending them in. So it's a great time to sell and clear that stuff out. Maybe put it all together and buy a little higher end Otani if you still want to get an Otani. But yeah, that'd be my
that's exactly what I would say, because I just feel like that stuff's always going to be available. The supply is absolutely massive. If you want to get a rookie debut base card, 2 years from now, you can open up eBay. There'll be 40 for sale. Like, you can always find that card. Now is a great time to sell it. Even if you sell it for a little bit under what those comps are going for, just to move it, you're still making a killing. And then try to pull that money together and buy something really nice.
Yeah, maybe you buy an SP from 2021 or 2022 or a parallel of that you like of an image of an Otani image from a later year. Those will still probably have a built-in floor because they are rare. There'll be collectors looking for them. And if it's something you enjoy, it's a great way to add it to your collection.
Yeah, Chris Cantor, if you've got tons of his rookie stuff in a box, the moment you've been waiting for is this exact second.
Yes.
All right, so leave our video playing, of course.
Leave it playing in the background.
And get some of those cards up for sale, like ASAP. Because I feel like this is just the supply is going to outpace the demand for this.
Yeah, and if you can sell a lot of them, there's a lot of groups. There's a lot of the Otani Facebook groups is a good place to sell as well. Now everything is hot. Otani people are looking to buy. So yeah, if you can sell them as a lot and move it into something else large, that's probably the way to go.
John Fry, like where your head's at.
Yep.
Savage 71. This is a great point. They have a very, very good chance to be the first father-son duo. And that would be awesome. And so many hits. We're talking, they should have, 6,000, 6,300 hits between them, Jeff? It's all said and done, maybe more.
They should. Yeah. It's going to be remarkable. And that just drives home that one of the cards that Chris and I posted this week that we really like is the Vlad Jr. as a kid with his dad, and his quote after the World Series game where he's talking about being born ready. It seems like he is, and he's one of those rare guys who's been actually able to live up mostly to all the hype and expectations that were placed upon him. So it's fun. It'll be fun to see how he continues to grow. Like you said, he's only 27. So
yeah. So this card, speaking of Otani, this 2018 clear was posted by All My Cards That Suck. And this guy posts some amazing stuff. And I always chuckle when I see someone will comment. And here we got our good buddy Brandon of So Many Slabs says, might be time to change your username.
And I think that every time. Yes, exactly, Brandon. It's just.
Yeah, Doc's cards. Yeah, I hear Michael Keaton's voice in my head when I see some of these Otani sales. And then Jeff and I are like, well, this one doesn't seem completely crazy. And it looks cool. Maybe let's just buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I hear another voice saying, are you seriously talking about buying Otani right now?
What voice is that, Chris?
Yeah. Don't worry about it. But yeah, this card is awesome. I don't think I've ever seen a clear sell publicly.
That's so cool.
Yeah, this is the type of Otani you put in a box and you just don't worry about it for a while because this will always be in demand. Throw this one up at Golden or Fanatics Collect in a few years and he's going to do really well. But yeah, these clears are so fun in hand, Jeff.
Yeah, I love clears. I showed, let's see if I've got my handy here. I thought I did.
While you're going through, yeah, there is a Vlad with his dad that's listed for $5,000. That's a dumb price, but it's a cool card. You should be able to get it for like maybe a third of that, somewhere around there.
I think so. Yeah,
a touch more right now.
This is my Churio Rookie Cup clear. These are so much fun to see in hand. I can't imagine seeing an image as iconic as that Otani in clear in my hand. But there we go.
Yeah, those are awesome cards. I've never pulled one. I don't think I've even spoken to someone who's never pulled one. That would be an amazing experience. All right, let's get away from Otani for just a split second. I want to talk about Berkshire Baseball Cards, who's a big Jacob Wilson fan. And he posted a hell of a collection of Jacob Wilson flagship rookies. Really weird. Talk about photographs. Like, I feel like his legs and arms are all going in different directions here, Jeff.
He's definitely making an off-balance cross-body throw.
Yeah, and it looks like it's a Volpe-esque throw into the dugout.
It probably is. Yeah.
But yeah, I just the Topps Blacks in 2025. I can't reiterate how happy we are that they came back, because this design, it almost feels like it was made for them.
Agreed.
With the white outline of the name and the stripe, like they look fantastic. So, and to get a 9 on one of these modern blacks, they've just been brutalized in the packaging process, is pretty great.
Yeah, that's a 9's an incredible grade on that. Very cool that he's jumped all in on Jacob Wilson, who was off to an amazing start, but he slowed down a little bit, of course, but he's shown some great bat to ball skills. We know he has the DNA of a major league player. And I don't know, it's people were talking earlier in the chat. We didn't get to Nick Kurtz, but they've got a fun little young core there. Sadly, I think, Chris, you mentioned in the Blabbin or the Spitballin' video that they're going to be the Sacramento A's for the next couple of years, how will that affect their collectability. But I like to see what they're doing there. And these are cool cards. Very cool.
Yeah. And we can all continue to hope that their owner gets hit by a car sometime in the next 3 years so that someone else can run the team when they move to Vegas. And yeah, I think we're going to see a totally different atmosphere. When they get to Vegas, there's going to be guys trips every single series. That ballpark is probably going to sell out nightly, and it's going to be a really fun atmosphere. And
That's going to be fun to take a Blabbin road trip there when it opens, Chris.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Tom Armstrong and Ohtani Gold Mirror. Wow. PSA 10 starting bid at 10.5. Well, I'll tell you right now, if someone hits that buy it now, it's the new all-time SSP record for a sale. Obviously,
and that is one of the greatest cards of the last half decade that we've seen. The thing is, it's so condition sensitive, so there's not going to be that many PSA 10s coming out.
I don't think there'll ever be double-digit PSA 10s. Yeah. But it's such a cool card. I don't really care. Jeff and I have ours in a one touch, and that's where it's going to stay. And it's awesome. I'm just proud to have it, honestly, because it's that cool. It's that cool a card. It really is. No, I don't want to pump it. We're not selling ours. We're not trying to pump it, but that's awesome.
Yeah.
Here we go. Okay. Up next. Oh, I love this card. This comes from John_NP3. Not sure what it means, but you guys, I don't know if our viewers you guys were able to watch Roy Halladay pitch. But it was incredible to watch. And Heritage Golds, Jeff, are awesome.
Yeah, it's sad that Roy Halladay is no longer around. When he was pitching, I was trying to think of a comp for him in terms of how he pitched, and it was almost like he had the intensity of Scherzer without the craziness. He still looked kind of easy going up there, but he was really intense and focused, and just, man, that guy could pitch.
Oh, and
beloved by 2 different franchises.
Yep.
Well beloved.
It was amazing. Like, he waited 8 or 9 years to get his first postseason start, and he throws a no-hitter in it. It was awesome. It's a shame that somehow, and that's what postseason baseball can do. It's so unpredictable. The Phillies won the World Series, and then they put together one of the best starting pitching staffs we've ever seen, and they didn't win it again. Just make it make sense.
Yeah, that's unreal. That's unbelievable, especially when you put it like that. Yeah, it brings into perspective what we may be seeing now with the Blue Jays and the Dodgers.
Yeah. But yeah, I think we talked about it it was either on this or Chris Carpenter out-dueled Roy Halladay. One of the great elimination playoff games, winner-take-all playoff games of all time. That division series game
2011?
2011. Cardinals 1-0 over the Phillies in game 5. And that was the staff. That was the year. Cliff Lee was there too, I think.
Yes. And Cliff Lee was an absolute monster. He was an assassin. He was bought and hired. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I need some kind of throwback card. If he ever is a Legends auto and Topps Chrome, which he might be this year, the image should only be him just casually catching a pop-up on the mound in the World Series against the Yankees. Incredible moment. But anyway, Heritage Golds are spectacular. I love them. I'm really mad Topps put them up to 50 now. We'll try to use whatever sort of influence we have, which I admit is about as high as our eBay percentage. We'll see what we can do. We need to get those back to 5 because these are spectacular.
Yeah, really spectacular. And this is a great card. So yeah, I'm grateful that he posted this. Yeah. Very cool. And Curator, I agree with those sentiments. Yeah, amazing the stuff that he had that he could just keep dealing for 8 or 9 innings, and usually wouldn't take that many pitches, to be honest.
Yeah. No, but yeah, and it's I'll just talking about the 2013 Heritage Black. Bryce Harper card with the gold cup. It's cool. I wish they could have zoomed out a little bit. The card is like 99% Harper's face.
Yeah.
It's a lot. But yeah, this holiday is cool. I wonder what he's thinking about here, Jeff. I want to say something terrible, but I'm not going to.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So a couple more Otanis, just because it's hard to not. Our good buddy here, Cardboard Man Collector, who is a friend of ours, posted an incredible run in the last week, and this is one of them. This Independence Day card, which is pretty great. We actually sold this gentleman a really nice Otani, and we felt great about it at the time, and we don't feel as good about it now.
No, he definitely did well.
He did very well. All right, let me just see what direction I want to go in here. Yeah, so he also has the blue Bowman Chrome Auto and a PSA 9 with just a really great auto. I don't know if auto grades matter as much as some people. I don't know. I'm hit or miss on them. This auto looks so good. I might send this one in and spend the money to get that 10 auto. And here's the Jeff and I sold this card.
Oh yeah, boy, that's bittersweet to see, I gotta say.
Yeah, it looks awesome. We tell people that there's no shame in taking a profit, and so hopefully we don't have too many second thoughts on this. But I really, really like this card, and I was sad to see it go. But hey, sometimes the real world intervenes in our collecting. He also has, of course, a 2018 black Min Gem here. He's putting together a real nice run, and then a Mookie Betts in pink, which sort of sums up how his hitting has been. But yeah, Cardboard Man Collector, that's some great stuff.
Nice run there.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
All right, we're going to change gears as strongly as you can, Jeff.
What are you going to Billy Butler? Oh.
So Big Mac's Card Box, who is an Instagram account and a seller that we see at every card show. I love chatting with this guy. He's got an amazing collection of vintage on-card autos.
Yeah, just incredible. Some of the moments that you see on the cards from the 50s and 60s that he has autographed from 1, 2, sometimes 5 legends.
Yeah. This is a Pop 14 Warren Spahn. And by the way, everything about this card is perfect. It's 1948. Look at the hat. I mean, that hat looks like it was bought at a drugstore for $3.
And it's probably been through like 3 seasons worth.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. He was not handed a new hat every year. I'm willing to bet. I mean, but stuff like this is so cool. Warren Spahn's got top 20 pitcher of all time.
Yes.
That auto looks really, really good.
Yeah, really bold auto. Sadly, he's in his Boston Braves hat there before they're in Milwaukee.
This is just stuff. I don't know. Jeff and I aren't into vintage really, but if we ever get into it, it'll be the autos are the really interesting stuff.
Yes. And I think he mentions in it here too, just how well centered this card is. So many older cards.
Oh, yeah.
Like Chris said, we're not too into vintage, but most of them that you see are really off centered or really faded. This seems like a really good condition card. It's very aesthetically pleasing without the autograph, and then you add the autograph on there.
Absolutely. Gregory, thanks for joining us tonight. Yeah, just in time to see a really cool Warren Spahn card. Zeke, I'm voting yes. I'm in the yay category here. See what Jeff says.
That's one I would absolutely sell. Yes, because there's enough of them out there that if you want to get it back, probably even my guess would be that you could get it back in the doldrums of December for cheaper than what you sell it for now.
Yeah, especially because we'll see what happens in the next 48 hours because the Otani market is so reactive. Curator Cardboard, sorry, buddy, if I'm hurting your chances of completing the set. Yeah. Cat Dad, 153 tops. I think that set I know I saw a lot of it in the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York back when my wife and I used to live there. But that set, I hate to say it, that set belongs in a museum. Like, the cards are awesome.
All the lists, this is one of the big reasons, at least personally, it's kept me out of vintage. It's just so hard to know. I know there's trimming and altering is a big problem with modern too, but especially some of the higher end vintage or high grade vintage, I guess you'd say. But like Chris said, if we do venture into this, it'd be more looking for authenticity in the autos and not necessarily the condition of the cards.
I gotta say, Jeff, I'm sorry that the possibility of a card being trimmed is the one thing preventing you from hopping into a high-end 6-figure vintage slabbed car.
Yeah, well, I was gonna buy that. Yeah, that recent mantle that was up. I think it was a 52 mantle 8.5, but the fact that it could be trimmed,
You know,
I couldn't lay out the $5 million necessary.
you can't do it. Yeah, it doesn't. You're right. It didn't feel right. We did talk about it.
Yeah.
All right. As SFO says, how many people here are collecting 48 Leaf cards? I don't know, but that's awesome. Let's get to something shiny. BC Slabs posted this really cool grouping of rainbow foils at a Stadium Club. And do you notice in here, Jeff, that the Dalton Varsho card that you singled out in our video made the cut?
I sure do. Centerpiece. What a great shot. He's got a couple great shots. We highlighted another Blue Jays one, but that's an incredible picture. Love to see great photography here on the cards themselves. Well done.
Yeah, with the lighting and the wood background here, this is a great post. Really makes the cards pop. Cat Dad, my wife wanted to go. There were like 5 or 6 paintings that she was excited to see. And I'm like, yeah. But the baseball card exhibit is where? So that's a great museum because we could each see something that we wanted to see. But yeah, these cards are great. I love that Vlad rookie too. He just seems so happy. And obviously if Bichette really takes off, that Stadium Club card is going to be the card. It has to be the card.
Plus that throwback Astros uniform.
Yeah. Oh, on Springers. Yeah. That's a great collection from BC Slabs.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep moving through. One more Stadium Club card. This one comes from Crazy Cryptids Collects. I just love. We talk about intensity, and this is the national anthem. Bryce Harper looks like he's ready to fight.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy you don't want to go up to and just tug on his shirt and ask him a question. Mr. Harper, there's a question about your car parked in the parking lot right now.
Yeah, no, you don't want to do that.
You might be killed for any such questions.
Yeah, this card is really cool. It's a Stadium Club image variation out of 2017. There's another one. I think I pulled up one more of these to look at later. This card is awesome. I mean, this dude is everything you want. If he's on the team you root for, you can't ask for more. You do hope that they can get out of the DS next year, but I worry about the Phillies long term. We can talk about that some other time. Yeah. All right, one more Stadium Club card. This comes from Cards and Dreams.
Oh.
Obviously, Ohtani cards were all over Instagram, so I couldn't help but grab some. But this one's really cool. He's shagging fly balls in BP.
Shagging fly balls. You got is that the waterfall in the background from the stadium? That's really cool. I didn't see this one.
Hold on, I missed this. You may have put it up. I didn't see it, but Doc's cards. Varsho. Yeah, well put together. This is really cool.
Fire hydrant.
Ohtani's got a lot of autos, Jeff, but this is the only one I've ever seen where he isn't hitting or pitching or it's basically the better way of saying it. The only one I've seen where he's in the field.
I was gonna say, yeah, you're forgetting about all those podium autos.
Yeah. Yeah, this is awesome.
SFO Sox fan, 1 of 1 golden foil. This Ohtani sold a day or two ago. Ooh,
wow, very cool. Yeah, I like this auto. It's just cool. I obviously I assume you made this catch. I did see some quote that anything's on the table in Game 7. I just want to get to that Game 7. I want to see it.
Yes.
I want to see whatever. Hold on. I also want to see Los Bravos. This is talking about Bryce Harper. He probably does see Hunter Strickland across. Yeah, maybe that's a playoff shot. Yeah, across the lines there. Okay, I'm sorry, Jeff. What are we talking about here?
Oh, I was just gonna, Brian, this was a great comment. I have a collection of the first players of color from each team pre-expansion. Pulling it together and learning about the players is probably the most fun I've had in quite a while. Sounds like an awesome collection. Let us know what you're doing with those. Are you putting them in a binder? Are you getting them slabbed? What are you doing with that collection? Great idea.
Yeah.
An SFO Sox fan says 1526 for that 1 of 1, which sounds like a lot, but at the same time, earlier people were talking about all the rookie inserts or rookies of Ohtani that they could sell. It would seem like packaging a couple of those to sell and getting a 1 of 1 of this image for a handful of those cards would be worth it to me.
Yeah. Yeah, this is cool. I'd rather pay more for an auto than the 1 of 1 non-auto, which I assume it has to be a non-auto for $1,500, but still very cool. Any 1 of 1 Ohtani from a set.
Yeah, I'm sure the auto was more, but I'm just as an example of a card maybe you could look for.
Yeah. All right, so Chris Cantor here. Anytime I see an Acuna question, Jeff, I'm clicking on it. Do we think with how cheap Acuna cards I've got, can he bounce back? Of course he can bounce back.
Of course.
But I'll be honest, I am not actively looking for any Acuna cards.
And cheap is a relative term, especially
Yeah.
after Chris gave us that lesson about how much more expensive than say Vlad his first Bowman cards are. So maybe there's pockets of Acuna cards that you could consider cheap, or I mean they're cheaper than they were when he
Yeah.
was maybe looking for a back-to-back MVP type season, but
Yeah, there's Acuna cards I still like, the World Series ring photo and the 4070 auto. I mean, I'm looking at those all the time, but the main ones, I don't think they're cheap enough. I love the guy. I love him, and his peak, I don't want to say this verb, but I'm going to have to. His peak was incredible in 2023. Will we see it again? I don't know. But when you consider all the missed time, at the end of next year, at the end of 2027, he'll have played 3 full seasons and be 29 years old. That is, it's terrifying to think
and
about.
as we've talked about with our concerns with Judge and Trout, people don't typically get more healthy as they go into their 30s.
No, despite what somehow Judge has managed to do.
Yes, Judge has managed to do it. Congratulations, Stadium Bodega, both for sending out your meme price and getting it accepted. Well done.
There you go.
Brian with another comment here. It's for his son who's 2. Love for him to know some people had to go through really hard times to do something they love.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. Acuna's just battling through this. I think he'll give us a huge year next year. Then that work stoppage is going to come, and it's going to be just a disaster for everybody. But I do love the guy. But should he be 2 times Vladimir Guerrero Jr.? I can't support that. I can't agree with that. It should not be. Yes, he was voted the comeback player of the year, and he 100% was. Yeah.
So Brian, you'll have to let us know how you're doing on your collection so far. If you're trying to collect the guy from every team who broke the color barrier.
Yeah, that's an awesome collection. Yeah, Abel, I love this card. I know Jeff used to have a copy.
I did. I just I sold mine this year.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of those cards where I feel like, yeah, the pop is high, but is it too high? I look, I don't know. I will tell you that Topps screwed all of us by giving us a Sapphire rookie auto without that image. They used that stupid shot in tracking a fly ball. That just, man, it destroyed demand for their own set. Like, I can't imagine what that car would have gone for in 2023. Yeah. Agreed, Chris. Agreed. 2,800 for which card? Okay. All right. A couple more here. Okay. This one was up on eBay. So I was excited to see. I figured someone on Instagram had to buy the 2020 Stadium Club Chrome Superfractor of Mike Trout. Definitely doing a home run trot here. I don't know, SFO, is this Fenway Park, or this looks like a Red Sox jersey here on the far left of a pitcher who just gave up a home run.
Yeah, it looks like a Red Sox jersey, the Dasani.
Yeah, the Dasani. It makes me feel like this is probably Fenway, but this is a very, very cool card. This was up for bids. I threw a bid up on this, but I did lose, and ERT Sports Cards secured it. Very cool card. Congrats to him on the win. And yes, I did bid on Mike Trout card. Felt weird, but I love that set. Okay. Jeff and I had a text chain where this card came up, and I want to know everyone's opinion on this because I have many, many questions about this card and about patch cards in general. So, Jeff, this is the 2024 definitive Pedro.
Yeah.
1 of 1. It says it right there. And Low Pop Bob picked this up. Very, very cool. So, this is a World Series patch from 2009 where Pedro, it's hard to remember he did this, but he did get picked up by the Phillies and pitch in the World Series in 2009. So you're looking at this and you're like, oh my God, how cool is this? But then look at the back. Well, let me see if I can zoom in on this. Oh, I can zoom out apparently, which is the opposite of in. All right, I guess it's not getting any bigger. Huh.
That was at Fenway, by the way. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Yep.
7 emo.
Subtitle of my autobiography. But if you look at this post from Low Pop Bob, definitive patch relic card of Pedro Martinez from 2024 Topps Definitive Collection Baseball. Pedro Martinez, Philadelphia Phillies. And in a smaller font, I'm going to do my best here, Jeff.
Yeah.
It says, the relic contained in this card is not from any specific game, event, or season. So what is this?
On the front, is there anywhere that it says game used? I can't read the small writing.
It does. It does say game used memorabilia on the front. in very small letters. Yes.
It's tough because Scott has went through this. He's done a lot of research for his videos, and apparently this is the back is the catch-all that the legal team must use, but that it shouldn't take away from the fact that this is from Pedro Martinez from the World Series. Game worn. But that verbiage on the back, which I believe is changed for 2025, really is a cause for concern. So I don't know. The truth is, I don't know.
I saw the fronts. I'm like, oh my God, this is really, really cool. It's a shame it didn't get auto, but what a fantastic card. And then I saw the back. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. It is still cool. Let's just give Topps the benefit of the doubt and say that Pedro had this on him during the World Series.
Right.
Yeah.
That's you don't know. I mean, they cover themselves that they can be. It could still have been worn by what
he could have had it on in a game he didn't pitch, and I don't know. I don't know. Either way, I just felt like it was worth kind of exploring what that meant, but I think it does look really cool. Logo Man, Fall Classic, 09. We can see what it is.
Really cool. I love the big patch, the chunky patch for sure. And we've talked about this on Spitball and how Definitive is almost having some better patches than Dynasty. Whether that'll catch up, I don't know.
Oh, yeah. All right, quick one here. This comes from Clean Cards 5. What a nice run in trivia tonight. He managed to get all three of the Freddie Freemans in 2018 flagship in their Independence Day parallels.
Nice.
And that Braves jersey really it plays well with those colors, doesn't it, Jeff?
Yeah, that looks really good. Looks really good. All the different uniforms and hats or no hats, they all look good. Is the one on the left home run derby, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Got nothing. Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right, a couple. We're gonna go fast here. This one comes from Benor14, another friend of the show. This is one of the Ultra SPs. We got Dansby Swanson holding the World Series trophy, and he's got the shirt, the hat, and the trophy.
He's got all the swag already. That didn't take long.
Did not take long. But yeah, when you're, I think he was a 1 of 1, right? A number 1 overall draft pick.
Yeah, you're right.
Very, very cool to see guys like that get the World Series trophy, especially when they're on the team you root for. Yeah. Okay, Matty H. Cards posted this Bobby Witt Jr. Topps Black rookie.
Yeah.
Man, there's just nothing better than these. I don't even care what the grades are. The blue, the white, the black, it looks awesome.
Yeah, those baby blue tops for the Royals uniforms, that looks great.
Yep. All right. I got one more, and then we're going to play our Instagram Post of the Week theme song.
Oh, yeah.
So this comes from Cards Max, and actually I think it was Ben Orr who sent me this. This is an Aaron Judge 2017 Topps Chrome update with an auto. And in 2017, Jeff, Topps had these autos on the card.
Yeah, I remember when we had this discussion maybe 2-3 years ago, and we're trying to figure out, could they really be on card? And it's hard to tell. You're zooming in. Is that a sticker that's just photographed really well? But yeah, that's on card. Yeah, this card is awesome. How I wish this were his base rookie image and not that dumb catching shot. Card be worth probably twice what it is, but neither here nor there. I think this is awesome with the red. 2017 has those cool stripes for the colors. This card looks awesome. Bold auto. Cards Max, congrats, man. This is a really, really cool Aaron Judge card. Yeah, very cool card. Okay, well, that's an authentic patch. I'm a devoted fan. And oh, Woogie, I don't know. Yeah, card deal 2018. Those parallels are spectacular. All right, Jeff. Can you hit the here we go.
Post of the week.
We have the 2019 Topps Chrome Superfractor of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And this comes from his name I struggle to say, Nestor P99, a gentleman I was fortunate enough to meet at the National this year. I didn't know he had this in his back pocket, Jeff. What a cool card. Yeah, earlier in the show, we talked about how many rookie cards Vlad has, which dilutes the value of his rookie cards. He just has so many. How do you know what to get? But when you have a 1-of-1 Superfractor, that's pretty much it. That's the top of the mountain. Yep. Out of Topps Chrome, out of the base Topps Chrome, not that stupid update throwing card. This is the base Topps Chrome hitting image. Wow. Well, awesome. I guess that's all you have to do, Chris, for these guys that have too many rookie cards, just to get away from it. Just go buy the super. Just get the super, and then you don't have to worry about it. Yeah, that's the easy thing. I don't know why we aren't just doing that, Jeff. It makes all the sense in the world. Now that we're talking about it, I feel like that's what we should be doing. Just buy the Chrome Superfractor. Why don't we go get Ohtani's?
Let's go find that one.
Yeah. Let's go get the Chrome Superfractor. Forget the Bowman Chrome rookie autos and the rookie debut SSPs. Yeah, Doc's cards. We got to do that. Just a little jam band. We got 3 guys in here. But yeah, Nestor P. This card is awesome. It was great to meet you. Congrats on having this one. Maybe a brighter light next time you want to post it because it looks pretty dark on my computer here.
Yeah, and these Superfractors, I've only held one Superfractor in hand. It was a Bowman Chrome prospect of Freddie Peralta that I got in a break, and they shine and they're really nice and bright. So if you get it in hand, it'd be pretty amazing to see.
Yeah, Woogie, we love hearing this, and it is cool to see that the Ohtani rookie debut and the Judge rookie debut, they both have very good hitting images versus their base cards that don't have hitting images, and you see the values get way closer than they do for anyone else. I love seeing people go for the card that just has the better picture.
Yeah.
On it.
Yep.
It's art in a way. Like that's what we're doing. We're collecting artwork of men, and that is what it is.
Yeah.
It may as well look good.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right, let me just get this comment off. And okay. All right, Jeff, it's been 2 hours. I know your kids need to go to bed.
Yeah, it's Halloween tomorrow, Chris. Not only is it World Series Game 6, but it's Halloween, which is a big deal out here. The kids get dressed up in costume and go to school. Chris, my son is getting dressed up as Jackson Churio for Halloween. So he's got a Churio jersey, Brewers hat, and he's going to hit some bombs in PE tomorrow, I can imagine.
Nice. Teach him how to clutch the back of his leg occasionally, just to either for dramatic effect or because it actually hurts.
Yeah.
Okay, Joey K, real quick here, and I have a take on this one. Yeah, I saw this interview. Blake Snell said he was unlucky. I love it. That's what I want my pitcher to say. I don't want my pitcher to say they beat me. I want my pitcher to say
he kind of took offense with the reporter saying that they got to him early, and he's like, well, they didn't get to me early. And he spoke very specifically about the exit velocities of the balls. He gave Vlad a lot of credit. But yeah, you want him to have a positive impression of how he did. And hopefully that if he gets another chance, he could take those guys out. So I didn't have too much of a problem with that.
No, I actually thought he was pretty respectful of his teammate in right field, where he had an opportunity to be like, I
think he said Varsho had a triple on a 75 mile an hour exit velocity.
Yeah.
Which, yes, is a generous way of talking about that. So I don't blame him too much, especially right after the game. Are they lucky for the series? I don't know. That's hard to say because they keep being lucky. They're good at bats. They're good base running. They're good fielding. At some point, luck isn't the only thing that plays a role. But I didn't think Snell pitched his worst game.
Yeah, you keep putting the ball in play. That's a skill, and sometimes it goes in a good spot.
Yeah,
but you keep striking out. You can't. There's no luck for you there.
Yeah.
So I mean, I get it. I get it. I did want to say real quick, Jeff, sorry, Doc's card says 2 homers after 3 pitches, a slow pitch softball line. And our Wednesday night softball game last night, Jeff, I know you weren't there.
I wasn't.
We were home at the end of the top of the first. Actually, the game went this way. The other team's top of the first went walk, 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 pop up to the pitcher, grand slam. Walk, single, homer, single, homer. I may have been off. Anyway, it was 12-0 after the top of the first inning.
Oh, sorry to miss that. We
won the game by 8 runs.
Hey, what was the final?
I it was like 23-15 or something.
Oh my gosh, shut them down after the first inning.
Yeah, our pitcher locked in after that, and then it was a pretty fun game. We're out there in the outfield. It's like felt like Major League. It's like ball 8, ball 12, and well, it was a strike anyway. Just launched into the trees.
Just launched over the fence. Awesome, yeah. That's a huge win.
Yes, LGCOPG. That's a very cool stat. Yeah, he is. He's locked in.
Bat to ball. Yeah. We'll enjoy the rest of the World Series, guys. I don't know. It's going to be fun. I hope we get a game 7. So
I'm not going to. Yeah, I was going to say I'm not going to doubt Yamamoto or Ohtani.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if the Blue Jays come out and score 6, I'm not going to be like, wow. At this point, anything is possible.
Yeah.
I just want to see a game 7.
Me too. By the time we see everybody next week, the season will be over, sadly. But we have some fun stuff planned as SSP Thursday, and we've got that stack of SPs to start giving away for trivia prizes. Oh, yeah. Please hit that like and subscribe if you haven't. Thanks for all the comments we've gotten on our recent videos. Chris and I did put up bunch of videos in the last week or so with all the World Series stuff going on. So thank you for those of you who've watched it. Happy birthday to Doug. Happy 60th birthday. Shout out to all our family members. Make sure you give your parents a call and your pets a hug. Anything you want to add, Chris?
Yeah, just try to, be safe tomorrow night. There's kids all over the place. Don't drive like a lunatic.
Yes. Watch out for kids trick-or-treating tomorrow. Have fun if you go to any parties. Party responsibly. And if you're buying, especially after you go out partying, remember to use our eBay link so that we get at least a percentage of those FOMO buys. So hit it in the comments, please.
Yeah. Don't drink in eBay, but if you do, go ahead and do it through our link. So maybe I don't have to drink any more Jim Beam. It's not bad though. I'll be honest.
Well, until you get that sponsorship like the Dodgers have.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point.
All right. Well, thanks everybody. Get your SSPs ready for next week, and we plan on seeing you next Thursday. If you have any questions, shoot us a message on Instagram, My Favorite Cardboard, Baseball Card Addict, or Blabbin. Thanks, guys.